Beating hearts,
popping like popcorn.
It's all mine.
Can you hear the bells ding dong?
this is it, this is it.
If I could just see your heart, how small the world. It's not that I don't want to
still lie to you? No one can see the colors but you. Alone, impersonal, void. Sit like you're on the other side of alone. Impersonal, chaos, easy to go.
I tell darkness invisible. Your soul dissipate. Destruction, reduction. Power above all.
Messiah will not come. Per time we attack. We've got only one sky. Buried in plain paranoia. What is still lie to you? No one can see the colors but you. I had to run away from here before the storm hit. With your twilight, with your twilight, I told me without you. We've got only one sky, blue and plain paranoia. What is still lie to you? Lie to you. No one can see the colors but you. We've got only one smile, showing refined paranoia. What is still lie to you? No one can see the colors but you. Countless footsteps and two small ones that I haven't forgotten. Sweets and loud music, and I don't lie with no child sleeps. That night then will give me a lifetime of happiness. Words I want to turn into heads battle cry. On the sound that life seems to be. Blessing us rock, raise the battle cry. On my last night with you, the big star.
Hello, people. 2 striving for glory. 22, I think. Yeah, I organized this stuff and I don't even know which one it is. Yeah, okay. Okay. So first, this is the first event we're gonna raise funds for Zeno, who has been in a bit of financial struggle because the flight kind of took all of the salt mine money already. And for that, we've already had a couple of big donations, even though we didn't run any events yet. Those were from Kana, which donated a very generous $100. From Nagori Luki, who donated 20, Tiger Pop, who donated $25, and Gamma, who donated 10. These don't need to be matched in any sort of way. Any kind of donation is very much appreciated, and if I can get my game to show up on OBS, that would be awesome. Yes, thank you. Okay. With that, I'll hand it over to the commentators. Good luck, people.
Yes, welcome everyone. This is, as he said, the 22nd edition of the Strive for Glory. I will be one of your commentators today. I'm Lapsus, and I will be joined by the magnificent Rock.
Yeah, I'm really happy to be here. Always good to custom Strive, and it's been a little while since I've been here on the EMEA GGST, so I'm pretty psyched for it, honestly.
Yes, we do love having you here, and also I hope that you can understand me. I've been usually going on a rampage of non-stop talking, so
It's alright, that's most commentators though, right?
I mean,
Oh, do we need to jump on that? Give me 2 seconds, I can launch up my Strive and do that.
okay. Yeah, I've been. If you ever hear me last Olympus, there was a moment that it was almost a solo podcast.
What was it?
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, you got is the code in the chat?
Oh, and also, before I talk about the Olympus, due to some scheduling shenanigans I am not that privy of, we have changed the date. From right now, we are going to be running our Olympus weekly tournament on Sundays, which is more. It's on the weekend, easier for everyone to come and see it. That part is that the next day is Monday, but still it's worth it.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, obviously, putting things on the weekends does make it that little bit more available. I mean, for myself, right? You got work.
Yeah.
It's hard to get that time in. So it's great as well as it is such a big tournament that we can make sure that we get all those players in.
Yes, it is. It is. That way, we will should be able to get even more high-level players. But now, let's start with the tournament that we have at hand. We have Kibo versus Jaxta, a Sol versus a Leo. I think that we're going to be seeing kind of a slaughter. Just if Kibo is not doing a smurfing, this is going to be sad. But well, you come and try to learn, right?
Yeah, no, I'm really interested as well. I haven't gotten to see, honestly, as much Leo as I would have wanted, which is a surprise. Obviously, I watched the high-level play, but I've not seen a lot in EMEA itself. I've kind of been watching NA tournaments, so I'm excited to see what we're really going to get.
As far as I know, everyone that knows Leo says that it's not that good anymore. There's some things that they changed, but now let's see what we can see here. Okay. Stuff. Ooh.
Right, yeah, really good pressure there coming on out, but unfortunately gets caught by that close slash, and it will have to be the DP to try and get himself out of that pressure.
Yes, but now we have the Leo on backdoor. A couple of hits from Kibo makes it out. That is a burst from Kibo. Kind of a really aggressive burst, but it was still a goal burst. There's the bombard. Now there's second burst from Jaxta. Ooh, beautiful conversion, but lastly misses on the last hit.
Yeah, big mistake there, and now the pressure's coming right back on at them. Does catch it, as unfortunately isn't quite that safe on block, and now gets caught by the 2S. That's rather unfortunate, but it's a game of drops right now. Uses the PRC to try and keep that pressure off, but gets caught by the bandit.
Yes, it is. Yes. I don't expect everyone to still be dropping that many hits, but not that we are to blame. I myself drop too many things for my own. And now, Evo putting on the pressure. Now, revolver to the corner. Ooh, big one. There should be more flash kicks on that moment. Telegraph.
Yeah. A lot of pressure going on here. Good usage of FD, at least somewhere here, to keep that pressure away. Obviously, Soul's pressure is so bad against FD here, but it's really the chances to open up. That's what you're looking for here, and just does manage to find them. Burst keeps him safe.
Yes, it does, but now... Ooh, the word from Jackster, but at the end, that ground Viper to seal it. Kibo getting the first game on the round.
I was surprised to see that, honestly, but every time there's a knockaway, a reset to neutral, he goes aggressive, and he actually managed to really catch Jackster off guard with that, I feel.
Yes, it is better in this case. Both characters want to go uber aggressive, but now, if you are the one that can manage that aggression, you are going to win. It is not that you got more chances. No, if you can manage your aggression and the other player aggression, you have a better chance. But now, let's see if Jackster can pull off something out of the hat. Try to break out the pace because it was pretty dominant-esque. Not full dominant, but he had those chances, but not really. Now, why did he stop? Now, Evo putting him on the corner, low. The revolver drops it, but now 6p, another revolver. Ooh, 5D to break the wall. Jackster is in a sliver of health. Trying to go up, still up, and then is still up. Managed to get the cross up. Kibo going low to... Jackster going low to block, but now don't make it. Now. Jackster putting on some pressure, gets the throw into the corner, back stands. There is power bomb. This is going to do some damage. They will have a boost from Kibu to try to reset something, but once again, all the pressure from Viper. There is flash kick, then to cross up, back stance, and then we got the whirlwind to not break the wall but put some pressure, and then we have it at the end, flash kick to seal it off.
Yeah, I mean, when the Leo doesn't have to be aggressive, that's when I feel he's the most scary, right? When he can just dictate the pace of the game. But obviously, Sol does have those on the normals, and you'll see him win a decent few of these neutral interactions. But if he gets caught, that's where the damage really starts to rack up.
Yes, it is, and now we are seeing that was the burst first. Ooh, the guard point, managing to take that one, but still not enough for Jackster. Kibo putting on a show. Okay, a little trade with a 6p, JD, okay, Judy, cross up, tries to go with a backstand, but no. Kibo going ham and goes high. That it is again.
Yeah, gets caught by, unfortunately, is a bit reactable, but sometimes you're just not seeing it coming. Really well played there again by Kibo to actually manage to take him down and put that pressure on in a way that he's able to vary up much more than we're kind of seeing on the other side. I actually queued up as a player rather than as a spectator because I'm an idiot.
Well, sometimes happens. But now we are ready to still rumble on.
We are indeed.
Okay. Far smoother this time.
Yeah, it's going to be Kibo kind of really in the lead now. Keep in mind that Jackster, I mean, he's shown some good play, but Kibo is now 2-0 up, and I mean, the first game was in dominant fashion.
Yeah.
But we have seen Jackster start to make a little bit of a comeback. He really is starting to understand some of that defensive play, but I think it's going to be really key.
Yes, it is. Now, big counter hit, putting him on the corner by Kibo, but now that's 6p, getting out of there.
It has to burst there, otherwise that would have been a lot of pressure from Jackster, and now with Jackster in the corner, even the 6p doesn't help.
No, in that moment you should be going for the flash kick. He has more than vulnerability flames. Now, Kibo once again putting on the same pressure. But now, We're going to be going to backstands. Okay. Ooh, but misses on the last hit. Now flash kick. Not enough meter to try to do something with RC. Okay, there it is. Throw RC, breaking the wall.
Unfortunately, he couldn't get all the damage he wanted off of it, but the grab will finish it off. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm impressed, honestly, by Kibo's ability to get those vortexes to land.
Yep. That is very much impressive indeed. But now playing some footsies, keeping the distance, poking, and now we have a big hit by Kibo. That's the burst from Jackster, who is in a guard point trying to get, okay, one cross up. Ooh, the parry.
Yeah, parry's so scary. You got to be thinking about, especially with the pressure that Kibu's already been putting on, constantly going for those buttons and catching him off guard. But this time, he's foisted by his own petard.
Yes, it has been the second time that he has been caught by those guard points, and this time it was very much telegraphed. But now Kibo putting on some pressure, going high, revolver once again high. There it is, flash kick. He's going to be enough. Oh, there we have it. Burst from Kibo. No. Oh, and there we're going to have it. What?
He's blocking, really well played there. That isn't quite going to be the kill this time, but the Meaty does actually catch him. And that's the round going over, and this is what I was talking about, right? With that defense coming on out, Kibo was just not properly prepped for it, and this time we saw a lot more going in the way of Jackster just because he was ready and waiting.
Yes, he played better. And also I think that it helps that Kibo sent a lot of things into those guard points and the parry. He didn't respect anything.
No, he really doesn't. And you know, that's been to his positive and to his negative now.
Yep.
But the important thing is that as this series goes on, I mean, naturally Jackster is going to become more and more accustomed to it, right?
Yes, he should. He should start going more for those defensive maneuvers. If those are working, why not? And now Kibo forces the boost from Jackster with that JH. Okay, keeping back the distance, tries to go high. Oh, beautiful counter hit on the far slash, going high, but misses the air combo with this. And once again, the guard points.
This time there's a large health pool advantage for Kibo, but a couple of mistakes could change that. But same as a couple of mistakes could end Jackster. Just one hit here could do it, but a good 6p means he's taking back control. Red RC to try and go for the corner carry, but unfortunately drops it. Tries to punish DP, does get the grab in, and this is a lot of pressure on Oki, but gets caught by Wake Up Grab.
Classic against Leo. In case of doubt, input a grab and now 6-8. Ooh, thought that he could cut combo that with the 5k, but at the end no. Oh, now the aerial starter. This time he's adapting more on throwing the gun flames to evade those flash kicks. But now, okay.
Very sure Zell didn't pay the block. He's coming out here with all those vortexes, but they're getting him punished only a little bit because Jackster's unfortunately dropping a lot of these really important conversions.
Yes, he's dropping too much things for his own good, but now 6p, cross up, backstands onto the corner. Try to mess up with Kibo, but now the 2p at the end. 2p to finish it. Kibo gets it 3-1. And I thought that this game would end up at the inverse, but well, those happens. But I have very good news from our magnificent Tio. We've got 2 more donations for our fundraiser.
Yeah, that's fantastic to see. Honestly, we've got 2 more donations coming through from Sacred Sword and Mon Key, and I respect the name from both of those. Shout out to those guys for being absolutely fantastic and helping us get Zeno towards that goal. If you guys are interested, !fundraiser in the chat will get you there as well. And if you want to know about the bracket, !bracket will take you there as we get on into this next game between Musefa and Fenno.
Yes. Angie versus Milia is going to be either one of those characters puts on a solo, or we are going to be staring each other to all the time. Or at least that is my belief. Seeing how Angie and Milia work.
Yeah, I think for me the thing is, right, is obviously Millie's going to dictate a lot of the situations post-knockdown, But other than that, with all the Wrecker pressure, with all the cancels and all the damage, I think Angie is going to be pretty darn scary. So we've got to see some really good neutral from the Milia to be able to actually take anything here. And I do believe Fenno could find that.
Yes, and now gets started from the air, 2k to the, and now we will start in H-disc, overhead, flash. Okay. Rasefa gets out with that Fujin. Okay, now, once again on the air, tries to go for the full combo. One hit, disc, goes low, and there we have it. The boost from Rasefa. Oh, and Fenno putting on the pressure.
Oh, luckily it's not a perfect anymore for Rasefa here, but far too much jumping I feel right now, and if you're going to be jumping against any character, you sure as hell don't want it to be Milia, because she has fantastic air normals, but this just showcases what Angie can do when he's in control.
Yes, when Angie's engines start running, he is a beast, but if you throw a rock there, force him to not keep on doing those pushings, that stops. Now H-disc to the other side, tries to go for the cross-up, gets it, another disc, overhead, flash, goes back again, counter hit with the CS, Red RC baits the burst, it is still not thrown. Then putting all the meat onto the grill. Oh, but it's a go!
Yeah, actually, Rasefa manages to get out, and that's so good, but as he tries to run some of that high-low of his own, unfortunately, it's Fenno who just puts him straight back at the corner, and even the YRC isn't going to do it, as the reversal super does clear it up.
Yes, at the end, it is going 1-0 for now, and showing us a very dominating performance. Not even almost breaking a sweat to kill Rasefa.
It's interesting if he's changing character here. I wouldn't really blame him. I think it might be a little bit difficult, but honestly, I think it's the game plan that needs to change right now. Don't let yourself get pushed to the corner so hard. I know it sounds simple, it is very, very hard, but also don't get caught in that air, right? Because Emilia's air to airs are absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Not only his air to air, also the air mobility, which is even worse.
Absolutely. Rasefa opts into it and still gets a decent amount of it. Actually forces that burst away quickly, but Fenno wants to use it early so you can get it back as quickly as possible.
Yes, but now playing some neutral, good job. Oh, but Rasefa punishing that. Tries to go for the throw, but now Fenno gets the knockdown. Disc, faster to get the hell out of there. Oh, and the 5T charge. We're going to go for a full dash loop, dash combo. Excuse me. Oh, car, close slash again, and the car.
There are some really great conversions, and I love as well the way Fenno is playing around those discs. Fantastic play and getting that charge dust as well. It just shows their understanding Rasefa's defense, but they haven't had to have a chance to defend here versus Rasefa, and we see what happens when he gets through.
Yes, that was an auto guard that was automatically converted into 90% of Milia's life, which is good things. But now, the counter hit. Why do you run? Why do you run that much?
Oh man, that's tragic. It happens all too often. The super keeps on going and you don't expect it to hit both sides, but Fenno gets taken down there, but is happy to run it straight on back.
Yes, he's managed to have a beautiful counter hit. There's the boost to push off the pressure, baits the throw, kick is going. Oh, we're going to go with that 5D. I thought they were going for the super. Oh, the car gets blocked, but RC up there, and this we are going to be seeing this one. I don't even know what happened there, and I am looking at the stream.
Yeah, that's crazy. I assume it was trying to bring herself down. I can't remember the name of the move which allows her to like fast fall there. But by the angle she was at, it looked like she was going to go overhead, but then she didn't, so she snapped back down in front. And honestly, I'm impressed that Rasefa managed to keep alive for so long with so many mixes coming away, really being put into that hair blender.
Yes, we will need... The only way that you escape that is with the DNF guard button. and also managing to trick the controller that you are pushing up and down all the time. And also the game. If not, you are done.
For sure. But Feno, I mean, it seems like he's really got Rasafa's number in this one, regardless of whether there was a guard button. Honestly, I feel like with all these cross-ups, eventually something would go wrong.
Yes, something, but for now, Rosefa gets a little try, puts Ferro onto the corner. Now we have it. Ooh, drops it. This could be bad. Well, at the end, he saved it, but that could be bad. That drop could have sped his death.
Good have indeed. For now, Rasefa in control for the first time, I feel, in the entire series, but immediately gets caught. And there they are. There's the air dashes. All the mix-up goes on opposite side, comes right back on over, and it's just high, low, high, all over the place.
Not only that, not only it's left, right, high, low. It's all those things at the same time. And now, Ferro breaks the wall with the super, tries to go in, overhead again, counter hit, back to the corner, overhead, tries again, car, RC, and that is 2S or 2H, something like that, I don't care. That was a show.
It really was. It feels like Feno is putting on a one-man show at times, but Rasefa has found some openings in the burst. We'll give them another chance.
Yes, his only option is to try to catch something with those auto guards, and then try to combo out of there, but if he can do that, he's going to do the paces. But for now, he's putting Feno onto the corner, there is breaking the wall, oh car, there's knockdown, okay, counter hit, again, this kick, breaks the wall.
Oh, I've seen where this goes with the positive, throws out super, but look at that, that's blocking, that's going to be perfectly fine, no issues whatsoever, but doesn't get a punish on that one, even though it was on block, uses the YRC to keep things going and is now in control yet again.
Yeah, 2K2D, this, go back to the corner, we're going to see a couple of interactions, jumps, not that many, 2K2D, the blush, tries to go for the overhead, and at the end, the car.
Oh.
The car sails it, Feno puts a clean 3 over Rosefa. That was not even balanced at all.
I mean, Rasefa came close, especially in that last round, but just one hit, one series of neutral and oaky situations, and oh my lord, it did look pretty bonkers, but obviously sometimes you just get inside your opponent's head, and that's something that Milia can be fantastic for if you're good at her.
Yes, if you're good at her, you're going to make your opponent question whether if he's even playing this game, because you're going to be seeing a character that comes from somewhere, is killing you, and you still don't know how. But now, moving on to the bracket, we have one of our donators, Secret Sword, good guy, against Moment. It's going to be Kai vs Gio. As we understand here, let's see how we are doing this one.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing some more Giovanna, honestly, from Moment here, but obviously, Donator, Sacred Sword, so we have to back him up in the bracket, we have to big him up. Honestly, Sacred Sword is a fantastic player, so really excited to see him play again. I got to do some matches with him quite a while ago now, but he's got some really interesting thoughts on the game.
I have to catch his stream or something to learn more, but yeah, I know that he's a good guy. I also did some matches with him at the very start when I started, but now, Moment putting the pressure, now keeping Secret stuck on that corner. The only chance to get out was that little interaction, but now, Moment throwing to RC, keeping Secret blocked there, another throw, not going to cancel, goes high, another throw again, cancels it, and there it is, 5D to finish it.
I'm a Giovanna player, and Giovanna on this patch is absolutely disgusting. The kind of pressure she can put on, especially when she gets on top of you, with 2K and close slash at the same time, and obviously that dash that's oh so fast and cancelable can be something. But if Sacred Sword plays at that right range, I mean, look, Kai's a fantastic character as well.
Yes, it is, especially with some of the changes that they made to their buttons, especially that JD that allows him to go for even more two different roads on the air. Now we are seeing Secret put on the... Oh, what beautiful air super by Moment.
That's actually a classic of a Kakarayan. Loves to go for that air super in that situation, and look at that there, expecting the grab, but goes for the dust there. Really well played by Moment, honestly. Really understanding that block string pressure with the close slash and getting some great tick throws as well.
Yes, it is. Putting on the pressure, showing Secret who's the real boss. I mean, why do they need to keep Giovanna that strong?
Because she's cool and she has a dog, that's why.
I know characters that are way cooler on design and they are lamer on the and they are bad on the power level. So opinion not taken. Now let's see if Secret can change his approach on the game. We'll see more of messing with Moment, not letting him get in.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, right? You really want to make sure that Moment doesn't get towards you, because as soon as he's on block, well, from there on out, it's just pain, and you're really at disadvantage until you get back into neutral state, or even worse, dead.
Yes, and now we've seen the interaction as said before, that JD that allows you to keep going on the air, starts the opponent there, makes him fall a little slower, allowing you to go for a full combo out of a hit mid-screen. But now, oh, beautiful DP to try to get out. Oh, there.
I think one of the big things for here is Sacred is make sure he wins that round start and then not really let go of it, because as soon as Giovanna kind of wins a round start or gets on top of you, this kind of thing happens. As soon as she gets as well, that little bit of meter, I mean, it's essentially a win con for her. She's so darn scary, but Sacred Sword can definitely keep that pressure up himself. Burst Steel available for a moment, will use it there.
Yes. That was the finishing point, but yeah, he still had super, and now we are tying these duels 1-1. Secret is going to get his burst. The first. Now, okay. Poking on the corner, gets a throw, classical Kai. Keep on poking, fast slash, come deeper, DP to break the wall. Moment on a sliver of health, one fireball. Moment tries to go in. Oh, beautiful spiral arrow there.
It's such a great call out, and it's been something Moment's been doing a lot, putting those spiral arrows in. Again, they are plus if they hit, but obviously you can 6p them every single time here. And again, Giovanna pumps out so much damage and has an insane amount of wall carry right now. Goes for the safe jump, tries to catch him off guard, uses the meter to try and keep it going, gets that hit, but it doesn't convert. Instead, it's Sacred who finds that opening and just about toes it across the line.
Yes, because at that moment, seeing how again, I was starting to think that Moment could still take it out and manage to take game 2, because it was that close. Even though she had almost no life, that Gio was scary as hell.
She was indeed, right? I mean, and we saw that in the previous one, even though the Melia went down, she was still terrifying as hell as well. And I think that's honestly true for every character in this game, especially with the changes that came in Season 2. You get that meter and things can look terrifying.
Well, not all characters, I still know a couple of that. Even though they had those good quality of life changes, still struggling too much. But now, let's keep it here. Secret. First one to burst. Oh, and now catches Moment's burst. The guy is going to be breaking the wall with that DP.
Good bit of damage, but gets caught by the close slash here. That is not a good look, honestly. Goes to the safe jump, goes straight into the grab, and Sacred Sword up against wall now. A couple of mistakes he could have done oh so badly. PRC into YRC to keep it away.
Yes, now fast RC to try to keep up the punish, but no, 2k, and the end the Dire Clad. Secret taking the lead for the first time on this whole round.
Again, winning that round start. Really good look for Sacred here as he puts Moment against the wall, and now he's playing at that range, playing where Kai oh so excels. A mistake from Moment leads to a lot of damage and straight back in to that wall pressure, but does break free.
Yes, he does. Gets that 6p and goes in, spiral arrow, that's plus, onto the wall, and the super to break it.
Yeah, won't quite kill him off, but it will give that wall break and give that positive bonus. which we know is oh so scary. That dashboard straight into it, gets caught as he tries to 2D ride the lightning as he's pushed all the way to the corner. The PRC as well to keep it going. He is not giving up, and he takes him down.
Yes, Kaimins gotta do what Kaimins does.
Looks like I win this time.
Doesn't care anything, goes straight for that ride the lightning. Managed to catch a 2D it was, and from there, and still had full bar, so pump the PRC, kill moment. Beautifully done by Secret.
Yeah, as well, because Moment was trying to punish that backdash, which we have seen a couple of times from Sacred here, but Sacred looks at it and goes, well, you know, you're looking for it, goes to the 2D, gets massively punished. So really great heads-up play from Sacred.
Yes, very well done, but now Moment trying to bring out the moment for him, but no, Secret still punishing anything that the Moment tries to do. Okay, we are now playing some footsies. At the end, that Geo's 2D is too strong.
Ooh, good conversion here again, using that Spiral Arrow a lot to get that bit of extra damage out and carry. Now Sacred Sword on the floor, he has access to that burst and does have access to a single bar of tension, but look at that health, it's going oh so low, goes off of it and gets caught there. Unfortunate to see.
Yes, unfortunate tries when you manage to catch someone that hurts, but now Moment forced to pop the burst, but oh, Secret gets a big counter hit, sets up the big firewall. Well, firewall, I'm talking about now. Right the line to break the wall, classic guy. We've seen that done by all the guys in the wall. Now, Moment on Sliver of Hell, but ooh, catches Secret, sends him packing, trying to oh, at the end. Too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
I mean, sometimes you're just feeling it right and you're like, yeah, I'm going to keep on pressing buttons, and then you realize, actually, I can't do that here. And Sacred is a very calm player, so he's waiting for that opportunity. He understands where the gaps are in this game. And Moment right now, unfortunately, feeling the gaps in his knowledge as Kai just keeps on going for those resets. Once he gets him to the corner, I mean, there are openings, but it's hard to know sometimes.
Yes, well, he got a golden burst. There, Secret is boosting that Moment. One RC each, but no, Secret gets the first one. It's not going to be to kill right now at the end, but ooh, gets the throw, OTGs it, and at the end, there it is. Moment tries to go for something, but gets clipped by that far slash. Secret takes the game 3-1.
Yeah, and again, kind of showing just what that con wants to be doing. Barely out of your range, in a position where, I mean, Giovanna just can't deal with, because his moves are relatively fast for the range, so he can kind of deal with the opportunity to try and, you know, maybe dash 5k or something like that. And you sure as hell can't 2D in that situation, so gets caught out in it. Needs to wait for that opening, but unfortunately, that opening never came.
Yes, it is sad. It is sad. So, Moment will have to try to battle it out on the loser's side. Secret goes on, and he's going to be facing a scary opponent that is going to be Zatoban. We are not going to be focusing on him right now, because right now we have Neko Master against Tiger Dickinson. That's going to be, I don't know who is going to be. As you know, that's the challenge part is sometimes messed up. Okay, let's see who it's called. Going to be him. Yeah. Okay. It's going to be Neko Master and Tiger Pop.
Good. I mean, right now, with the tag Valstrax Enjoyer, I appreciate the Monster Hunter vibes right now. I've been playing through a little bit of Rise myself. Have you touched any?
I touched on the PSP era, Freedom and Freedom 2, but not that much since then.
Fair enough. Interesting to see how this matchup goes.
Yeah,
You
it's
see
going
the
to
gold
be
burst again. Always fun.
Yes, it is fun. Seeing how someone can get neat and then shown the backside of that coffin 3 or 4 times, killing him. That's fun to see.
My fantasy too is to hit people with coffin until they die.
It is a good fantasy.
Yeah. Big thing goes swing, and you know what? I appreciate that.
Do you play with a great sword on Monster Hunter?
No, but I haven't. Well, so I was Sword and Shield in World, but now in Rise, I'm using a hammer. So close enough, right?
Well, when I played those Monster Hunters, I went with the heavy arbalest. Not my brightest idea, but it was an idea.
But instead of using any sort of standard weapon, maybe Hunting Horn is the weapon for Ino. Obviously, bringing out the guitar here. And
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think this is going to be a really interesting matchup because Ino right now, she is a mix-up queen. So much aggressive pressure, but she does pop like a balloon.
Yes, she does. Got a lot of good things, in my opinion. The note setups, more consistent, better to try to set up some unblockable things, but still, not that much life, and Gold Lewis deals a shit ton of damage. We are going to be seeing right now.
Does indeed. Just that pressure on block. The FD being used not sparingly at all. Just going for it. Nico right now, understanding it's important to not let that Gold Lewis get away and get that massive amount of chip. As the pressure comes forward, unfortunately, the Thunderhawk did not give the opportunity they wanted.
Yes. That famous level 3 drone, scary as hell, but no. Oh, beautifully done by Tiger. Are seeing that super, but now Nico behaving more like a kinda zoner, trying to set up that moment where you know that he can go in, but he gets the first game. At the end, as we all know, and I think it is still binded on the chat, Gold Lewis, doesn't matter the matchup, Gold Lewis gets into you.
That matchup doesn't so much matter if the old man is sitting, the fat man is sitting on top of you and he squishes you with his might. But obviously he has to get to do that, and right now, well, he's getting to play just quite a little bit. He even catches Nico. He tries to backdash here, and now again in the corner with so little meter. Things are going oh so badly, and there you go.
Yes, there it is. You seen it? 1 or 2 good hits, and no Morino. Sad but true. Now 6p by Tiger. Good job on that. Managed to put Nico onto the corner. Oh, the machine gun. We have it. Full corner pressure. 5 to break the flight. And again. Oh, but the end. Oh,
Must have been okay, barely.
I think it was barely that recovered from that and went into blocking. Now, the drone. Very scary, and as we've seen, right? Okay, you have Nick on the corner. Now Tiger trying to start the pressure, but okay. Oh, once again throws it. This time into the air. Now Nico starting the engine, gets one knockdown. The second, well, at the end, RCs it into the chemical love, getting the first game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Tiger Pop, I mean, he was trying to do some pretty nasty stuff with that Thunderhawk. Went actually for a jump over to try and get the mix up, which is not obviously something you see too much from the Gold Lewis, but it was hella spicy, and I'm absolutely here for it.
Yes, it was. Now, let's see if he can try to make more explode, but if not, try to block better. And still, do not throw willy-nilly those supers, but now great 6p by Tiger. At the end, Nico managed to get out of that situation.
Yeah, just about managed to keep out of it, but this time misjudges the range. As a result, Nico will be able to start to put that pressure on, but good usage there. Actually manages to catch that health. As you mentioned before, just disappears, but a whiff grab gives the opportunity back over and forces that burst.
Yes, there's now Note to try to slow down. But Lewis tries to go for the chemical love, gets crouch, another drone. This time, this is not that dangerous, but still, it's a drone. Okay, tries to go for the safe jump, not working. Nico tries to go for... Oh, and the overhead typhoon to seal it.
Oh, that was super spicy. I would love to see this character, and right now he's got around, but he's definitely not in control. Nico already putting that pressure on yet again. With so much going their way, has access as well to that Roman cancel if they need it, but it looks like they sure as hell don't. That damage is going to be massive, and look at that Gold Lewis on just a lick of health.
Yes. Oh, and there it is. That's a perfect from Nico. Perfectly mixing Tiger all the way, but now, okay. Get one chemical love, tries to go for the stroke. Second time, again, goes high all the time. That's the burst. Was forced, no, catches the... well, you are seeing it. The Ino grinder, as I like to call it.
I mean, she's got a lot to grind, but she's certainly able to do it. Oh, tries anti-air there, but is denied, and that's a double perfect now.
Yep. It is a double perfect. He's showing us how to play that matchup perfectly. Tiger, pack the bags, go back into the happy chaos. You're going to have some more chances, but no, sticks to his guns. Well, Coffin on this case. And goes straight to the goal, Lewis.
Yeah, you know, I appreciate the hustle, right? I mean, he's definitely shown Nico a few things. Well, a coffin every single time, but quite a lot of damage at the very least. And it's looked good on occasion. The problem is getting outside of this difficult neutral is the really, really hard part. And right now, I mean, you said block better, but sometimes it's just oh so hard.
Yes, it is. It is hard to block Ino. She can easily go high or low. It doesn't matter to her. She can do whatever he wants. There you have it. 2 chemical love to break the wall. And we have Tiger on a Slayer of Hells. Gets one Behemoth Typhoon. Tries to go for another. The third one, not that much. And it is burst from Nico. And back into the grind. It is. Get him out of you. Send a note. Do your setup. And once again, keep going.
Sends her up high, but I mean, Nico, she's queen of the Nico is queen of the skies right now. Putting so much pressure on, and despite the fact that Gold Lewis is able to take up so much of the screen, it still feels like Nico's spacing is good until they get put in the corner. Maybe that pressure starts to end. Look at the health. That's going to disappear in just a second. There it goes.
Yes, managed to catch there with that anti-Behemoth and anti-air Behemoth Typhoon. Oh, I don't. And that is what makes it. If not, Nico would have been out of there. Oh, okay, tries to go in. Oh, beautiful 6-pin to the Typhoon once again. Tries to go for a back throwing Typhoon, kind of going for some vortex action, but no, gets out. Ooh. Now, Tiger once again putting Nico into the corner. One Typhoon, the other one, and the drop. This is going to be it. Ooh, there. Ah, yeah, it is. Level 3 drone doesn't get erased with anything except some supers and Nago's clone. Anything else is not enough.
Yep, can't make it for a very useful tool, obviously, because otherwise it's a real pain in the backside for him to get in, and you can kind of 50-50 up on that. Hopefully it's not me who's disconnected here. No. It isn't. Okay.
It's just some slight technical difficulties. As you know, Strife netcode sometimes is kind of spaghetti.
It is a bit, yeah. True.
Yeah.
So, he's now actually managed to pick up a game. How do you feel about Tiger Pop's actual chances of picking this one up?
Well, if he managed to keep doing some Typhoons into Ino's face, good. If not, bad.
Yeah, I mean, the question is whether Nico can find themselves at the eye of the Typhoon. Otherwise, things could be very, very difficult at the receiving end of that one. He's got some long range, and Nico on the receiving end of that one obviously has a little bit of herself, but, well, if you're a little bit inconsistent on that ranges, well, we know that Tiger Pop is going to be up to par.
Yes, we are seeing it right now. Okay, tries to go for... Oh, gets clipped with that downwarding Typhoon. Now, 2 more Typhoons, gets into the wall. It's not going to be a kill because damage carry exists. But if not, that would have been it. Okay, sets up that drone. This is not level 3, but oh, beautiful stroke. Getting under there.
Yeah, just need that one hit. It's going for it. Catches as the backdash comes on in. so good here and might just take this round, this game as well.
Yeah, excuse me. It is looking like it, but now Nico putting on the grinder once again. This is going to be. Oh yeah. Okay, sorry, I was getting excited for nothing. There, breaking the wall with a super, and it's going to be enough to kill.
Man, I don't blame you for getting excited for this gold Lewis, but unfortunately, Nico's really clean on it. At least some of the time. So
Yeah, some of the time.
yeah, some of the time Nico super duper clean. Other times Nico makes that one mistake, and I mean, Tiger Bob as a player is never gonna let you get away with that one mistake.
Yes, now we are seeing that interesting mechanic of that wall slam, strange one that I personally don't like. If you're gonna take out, you should be able to go all the way to the other side of the screen. That doesn't matter. And now Nico puts on the showtime, perfects Tiger, and gets the round 3-1.
Ah man, that's tragic to see. Honestly, I mean, look, no shade at Nico. Played very well, but I thought we were gonna see the comeback. I thought Tiger Bob had it, but Nico just delivering. I mean, it was not 4 perfects.
Yep. At the end, yes, he managed to get 4 perfects out of the 6 games that he won. He got 4 perfects, which is not bad.
No, you know what? I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you agree with me. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength there.
I mean, from my perspective as a player, because I am nowhere near that level, everyone seems good.
Yeah, no, I mean, to be fair, everyone is good. That's the thing. That's what makes it so great. And obviously, if you guys are interested in taking part in this tournament, we are here every week. And also, don't forget about Sunday when there's going to be that Olympus tournament. I'm not sure if there's anything, what you can type in the chat, but I'm sure the mods will be able to help with that one. Don't forget as well, if you're interested in the bracket for this one, ! bracket. If you're interested in that fundraising to help Xeno with finances on going to Evo and obviously living and eating and drinking water over there, especially in the heat that we have here in Europe and probably will over there. ! fundraising will be able to help with that.
I mean, it's Las Vegas. That's a fucking desert.
Yeah, it is.
He's going to be needing some water or other drinks. I do not speculate on his drink of choice, but at least water to keep alive.
Yeah. Water's a safe bet, I think.
Yes, because you need water to keep yourself alive. If not, I would have gone for other choices. But yeah. This is, and the Olympus, you ask for information, I got some for you. There are some qualifying tournaments, Salty U Mondays. If you win that tournament, you get qualified for the Olympus, or at least this is how we went. The Watch My Pros that is going to be held tomorrow is also going to qualify you to the Olympus. At least if anything has changed, this is how it was done last week. So you know.
Changed, don't blame us.
No, I didn't get any memo, so it is not my fault.
We always be blaming the admins out here.
Pretty much.
Or the beasts, either one.
Yep. But sadly, they blame the beasts. It is sad.
It is true. I'm just trying to get a gander at the bracket. Who discuss what's happening so far. So we got Invalid Value versus Lorgan here? Is that what we got?
Yep.
Yes. And then after that, we've got Snail Tiger versus Carlos. So that'll definitely be really interesting. Big fan of Snail Tiger. Always super fun to watch. But Invalid Value has been playing around, obviously. A little bit with a couple of other games as well. Seeing him in DNF. And glad to see him back here on the Nagoriyuki. Always a pleasure.
It always is, especially when you see those Nagos get killed.
Yeah, I mean, also, I like seeing the big man with the sword do the big man sword things. I know it's a little bit cheesy at times, but it's cool as hell.
It is cool, but I like it more better when he is relaxed, thinking about life, being mostly dead. Now,
you'll be thinking about life if you're mostly dead, that's the thing.
I mean, he's a vampire, he doesn't die.
It's true, it's true.
He just gets up there relaxed.
I see what you mean now, yeah. And honestly, I think Logan is pretty relaxed with the way he's swinging for the fences right now. Doesn't quite managed to finish off Invalid Value, but is putting a lot of pressure on right now, trying to get that last little bit of chip. The YLC gives the opening, but he does not get the hit just yet.
It is a bad idea. Lorgan can just throw, I think, he has level 3, throw a machine gun.
But he's waiting, because he knows that there's a world where he gets jumped if he tries to throw that out. Throws out the drone, and the drone just clips him.
I told ya, just throw something.
A lot of chip damage, obviously, on Gold Lewis, so something
Yeah.
always got to keep in mind. But one mistake, one hit could, well, not end him, at least half health him, and set up for that positive situation, which could be oh so bad. Uses the dust to convert there, and gets a hell of a lot of damage.
Lots of damage and also positive bonus, but now Lorgan gets a couple of Behemoth Typhoons, goes ahead, sends out the machine gun, one more Typhoon, two more Typhoon, this time connects, and then there it is, the shoulder charge to finish it off. Lorgan gets the first game.
Yeah, good to see, honestly. I mean, after seeing that Gold Lewis get a little bit bullied by Eno, it's good to see him coming back swinging. Obviously different player, but I mean, it's still the Gold Lewis.
It is the character, the infamous character that everybody said when it went out that it was trash. Now it's showing us how it's not that trash anymore. It is less trash than before. Like, let's see what. Now I want to think for a moment. What can Invalid do now?
Yeah, sorry.
You've seen him that he got beaten badly on the first game. Aggression or thinking a little bit more?
I think the aggression will be good, but so far Lorgan has been blocking really well. That's the most important thing here. We haven't seen any of those grab mix-ups, which might need to come on through, and obviously can be so deadly, but bursting out here, that is such a terrible look for him. He might just die. He is going through that wall and through round one.
Why is he throwing that game? I know that players on this level should know better how to manage your block rate. And I know that mostly you can do that on the tower. Unless you're facing really good players, okay, good enough, but he's playing against a good player. He should be managing better the blood rage, and now Lorgan managed to catch the super, sets up some punish, with a machine gun, heavy knockdown, one more hit is going to be more than enough. Press for the catapult.
He tried, but I mean, we saw that Invalid Valley didn't really move forward, didn't really go for anything, but now he gets that punish, he's getting those hits in, just needs that one slash, but look at that health, it's so low on both sides. But it is, in fact, Invalid Valley who picks that up and keeps themselves in it for now.
Yeah, it is. This is going to be more, more swingy than I thought, but now Invalid gets one Beyblade, couple of hits, Beyblade, decapitates once, close slash, DP, and the Beyblade. I still don't know how it has that high of a box, and oh, beautiful. Come and grab that bite.
Yeah, I mean, that again shows the power that this Nagoriyuki can have, gets that bite, finishes things off, and I mean, he was putting a lot of pressure out through the entire time of that. But Logan, I mean, hey, if he gets that opening, he can finish it. I mean, we saw just how quickly things ended.
Yes. If he can manage to get a couple of good hits, well, not only a couple, not even a couple, just one or two that are good enough to go into the corner and get one Behemoth Typhoon there, one cancel. I know that is too much. It is, yeah, you're talking about the full combo. I mean, he can do that from almost anything. To spot you on those sticky situations.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the powers of him. Gets caught by the... Okay, no, doesn't quite, but gets put point blank range, and that's going to be a decent amount of damage, and the Oki, and all the pressure. Just what Gold Lewis Dickinson ordered right now as the burst keeps him from getting away with far too much.
Yes, but now...
Oh, the bite.
Yeah, Invalid gets the bite out of the drone starting animation, which is the only place that you can destroy that if you catch him doing the animation. But now Lorgan 2k to this, The Game of Typhoons gets the grab, puts him onto the corner, gets the drone, that's a level 3, it's going to be more than enough to put him onto the wall, and there we have it. Throws a super, breaks the wall first, and the first duel is his.
Yeah, again, showing Value makes a single misstep, and Logan does not give him any chance here. Even went for something a little bit special with that early super, but it's going to be just point blank damage that'll do it right now, and now Logan on receiving end of that point blank.
Yes, Invalid showing us the routes that Nago has from corner to corner. Oi. Ow. 6 speed tries to decapitate, decapitates again, and again, goes in again, and the 5D. Catches him crouching.
Yeah, big hit there, honestly. Logan still in it though. Both players have access to that burst, but obviously Gold Lewis Dickinson back against the wall is not where he wants to be, so burst straight away, but it was a gold burst, and look at that, he's going to bring you right to him. But, really good play there from Value, but he makes a misstep and it has to burst.
Yes, there's the boost from both of those. Valley tries to go for the clone, couple of steps. Clone again, once again. RC is there, man, at the end. There it is, the counter hit, but not enough conversion out of the... He's had too much blood, but at the end, gets the command grab and seals it. 2-2-Z? 2-1 for Invalid. Game point.
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that Invalid Value has come back swinging so hard. Logan looking like he's going to get those conversions, looking like he's going to get those openings, but just a single slip up. And I mean, again, it goes both ways, right? Both of these characters are massively hard hitters. And
Yes.
you can see where their health just disappears.
Not only are those hard hitters, also have some of the biggest life bars of the game. Let's see what we're going to see now. Logan tries to finish up with that JD, good move from him. Gets one hit, puts Invalid onto the corner, sets up the drone, blocks the burst. This is going to be the kill, or at least the hard knockdown. No, it is the kill.
Even coming out from the Gold Lewis, not something you see every day here. But Logan just showing he can make it happen, really clean play, but again, those single openings, Nagoriyuki will take it everywhere he wants.
Yes, right now, get one counter hit, puts on the Typhoon, the Vortex one, and puts the Invalid out of that screen back into the starting one. There's the boost from Logan, sets up the laser. It is active, so you have to block it all the way through.
Yeah, once he's called it, it doesn't really matter what you do, but a mistake here from Invalid Value gets him caught. Logan does even it back up 2-2, and after a bunch of 3-1s and some 3-0s as well, we're finally at the very bitter end of a series, and well, it's 2-2.
Yes, we are finally going to game 5. Going to be fun. And also, talking about the laser, if you go at the moment for a command grab, those usually have some invulnerability frames while the animation is happening. You can get out of there, out of the laser. That is a very good experience that I have. Every
Yeah, I
time
mean,
that-
it's possible, but also getting that timing can sometimes be a little difficult, right?
depending on the character.
Depends on the character. Yeah, okay, sure.
Trust me, if I play Axel, every time that I see one Gold Lewis going for that super, if they are not fast enough, they eat a full combo out of there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, command grab, full animation, the laser goes off, and then you have bar, it is a one vision setup.
Damn, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it is. It is fun. Now, let's see who's going to be taking that final game, game 5. Games 1 and 4 are were Logan show, 2 and 3 invalids, and now it seems like Logan is still putting on his show. Now, putting on the distance, making Valid waste that blood level. It is not that last bar, not enough mobility there.
Trying to look for that opportunity again, using that range that could be so fantastic for the Nogoriyuki, but gets caught by the drone regardless. Now with the gun putting pressure on, Logan's looking for a way to approach. But obviously that range is still such a pesky problem that Naguri
Yes.
bother.
Yes, for no reason they said, you know what, those H buttons to scale with blood. Full screen at the end. No problem, but now, Invalid onto game point. Onto the game point and still has burst.
So that Bust indeed has so much to work with. And again, always able to close that gap with the Beyblade. Doesn't whiff punish there, importantly. Logan actually managed to make it out, but there's the Beyblade. There's a good amount of damage. And that blood is getting lower and lower by the second, but it's pumping up now as he continues that pressure. The 2H whiffs, unfortunately, and now with the drone coming towards him, he's going to have to back off. He's in 2 blood, which means he can't get away with any crazy shenanigans, but that range is massive.
Yes, it may be massive, but if you are not high on blood, then it is going to pop. Ooh, but not enough. Lorgan, get the counter hits, I thought that the hits time will be longer, he will manage to get back into a neutral state, but no, gets clipped at the end. Now, Lorgan, let's go for the throw. That's forced burst from him. Managed to catch a Behemoth Typhoon, that's so high. Knees by Behemoth Typhoon. Tries to keep up the distance. Lorgan, Invalid is at a very high level of blood, sets up the laser. It's not going to be hitting up per se, but he's going to set up something. Not that much.
I mean, he got mashed out of it there, so really good call by Invalid Value here. He's able to get his own offense going. It's a lot of damage on block, but hasn't quite killed yet. That burst to keep the pressure going, but gets caught, and now they're even.
Yes, Lorgan goes for the cross up, tries to go with the JD. And at the end, Invalid gets the DP into the Beyblade, and there it is.
Close as anything, but we see both those gold list players going down in the lower bracket. I mean, Invalid Value's picked up some of that gold list from time to time, but I don't think really wanted to play the mirror.
No, not really. He's liking that Nago too much.
I mean, he's pretty bonkers right now, so it's no surprise at all. And if you guys want to surprise us, you can go ! Fundraising in the chat. Surprise Zeno as well with a little bit of extra cash in hand so that he can afford to go over to the big tournament.
Well, to stay alive on that big tournament, he is going. He has the plane tickets.
Yeah.
The only problem is staying alive. Ha, ha, ha. Sorry, not sorry.
You know, I think just for that one, you should be one donating to the fundraiser.
Yes. And now, we are going to be seeing another interesting match. Snail Tiger versus...
Colors.
Yeah. Why that name?
I mean, I don't know. I have no idea at all. But, I mean, Kai's Elbow is pretty strong. It is a very, very good 6P here, and it does beat out a lot of those different dolphin problems. But right now, we haven't seen any dolphins yet. Snails and tigers are the ones on the menu.
Yes, we haven't still him yet, and it seems like for this game we are not going to see them. Okay, I talked too early. There's 1 dolphin, there's 2 dolphins, 3 dolphins, but at the end, that 6 and to get it, come deeper there, to edge onto the corner. And tries to jump out, but at the end, that JS catches Carlos. Not enough to get out there. First game to Snail.
I mean, all Carlos really needs is a couple of interactions here where he gets through with a little bit of that meter, and that damage really can rack up. But obviously, Kai is so fantastic at controlling the neutral, especially with a player like Snail Tiger behind the wheel.
Yes, also with that buff to the fireballs that you can spam them naturally now. You don't have to wait for one to get out of the stage or to disappear. You can spam them now.
Yeah, you've got so much that's available to you. But it's actually just been the normals, really, that I feel that Snail Tiger has been overwhelming with right now, and you see the Carlos is just constantly kept in pressure.
Yes, I've seen on the chat, it is very much indeed the people's elbow. As allusion to a very strange geological phenom. Better. Now, Carlos tries to go for the round start with a dolphin, but Snail catches him there with the... That's JS! But now Carlos, let's go for the beach ball, not enough. There's the boost from Snail.
Really interesting one here. Snail taking that longer range, understanding how important it is, but the air stall from Carlos there was fantastic.
Yes, and now he's putting Snail on the grinder, but that was forced. The DP, oh, and the reversal super, the Orca, at the end gets the air throw. Carlos gets the first game.
Everyone together? Be fun!
Man, damn, I when she wants deals out of damage. Of course. Are you here?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
No, that I was simply throwing on the air that still she deals too much damage. Not good enough. She has to be nerfed even more. I don't care.
You need to put her in the ground, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, she is pretty scary at times, but obviously, if you can control her, if you can keep her in the box, then it's not too much of a problem. Snail Tiger did look like he had it in round 1, and I think here in game 2, definitely could pull that back if he just understands a little bit better the air movement which you're seeing really here from the Mei, from Carlos.
Yeah, this is something that I don't know if it is more synergistic with all the Mei iterations, but this one does move too much on the air for being someone that is carrying a ship's anchor. Now, oh, Snail with that BM, that T-back. Now gets that throw, putting Carlos onto the corner, gets another throw there, assist, baits the burst, big fireball. Not enough to kill, but get that positive bonus, and there it is. That slash on the air.
I like as well that Snail Tiger is playing a really sensible game plan, forcing into the situations, and then essentially checkmating from there. The problem is you need to find some of that damage first to really force the Mei into a bad situation. Otherwise, she'll take those gambles. She absolutely will, because one conversion and she does things like this. Is that health depletes massively for Snail Tiger?
Yes, there was once a life bar, now there is an empty void, but now Snail sets up that big fireball. Oh, Carlos tries to go for some unblockable setup, but it's not working. Okay, Snail come deepers out of there, but the end. Carlos with that dolphin gets him.
Really something. Snail Tiger managing to get caught by it again. I mean, Carlos has just been really good on some of the timings on those, but at the same time, there's the 6p, there is the elbow that can be oh so problematic for him.
Yeah.
Pressure from everything else that opens him up.
Yes, there it is. That people's elbows once again. Oh, and again the people's elbow. Keeping Carlos true to its ground, keeping him grounded, and again the people's elbow. What a rip by Snail.
Honestly, the conversions have been really solid as well from Snail Tiger. Great fundamentals as well, just waiting for that opportunity. And sometimes these players, they just been throwing stuff out. And Carlos as well has just been looking for those openings more than anything. But sometimes you've got to be the one to try and dictate the pace, and when you mess that up, things look dire.
Yes. Both characters very much able to 100-0 anyone that is unfortunate enough to get hit with something that managed to set up the full routes, but now we're going to be seeing if Carlos continues the good streak that did in the first game, or is Snail who's going to continue the good form from the last one. Seems like it's going to be Snail once again, that 6p machine.
Has to burst there, but doesn't get too much out of it. Actually pushes him in the corner, apologies. And now that damage is really starting to rack up yet again, as there is going to be the wall splat, and he's going right on through.
Yes, it is. Good boost in that case from Carlos. Keeping Snail glued on the corner. Oh, that air that should not hit, but at the end it did. Snail still has boost, hasn't popped it, still saves it. There's the RC from him, gets a full conversion there. We're going to break in the wall. Ooh, and we are going into the dragon install. Breaks the wall. Full hard knockdown with a dragon install. Carlos goes for the YRC to try to get out. Oh, low profiles the fireball, tries to go in with the dolphin, but at the end, that Giga Slash from Snail gets it.
Carlos has got to be kicking himself, right? He got 2 hits in there, but neither of them led towards it. Now he's getting red with that 6p. Here comes the pressure from Snail Tiger. And he's back again in that corner, but he finds a way out.
Yes, he does. Ooh, but yeah, that's the boost from Snail. It was worth it. You can see that much, but now, oh, right the line. Right the line. That is bad.
Gonna indeed again it's that conversion, but the burst is there, and he understands just how important this is. Carlos wants to make it count. Goes again. He's trying to catch it, but there's 6B into the red RC, and that will take it to 2-1. Snail Tiger now in the lead.
Yes, it is. At the end, we are seeing those people's elbow putting on the job. At the end, is Carlos going to be a prophet? Prophetizing that yes, very much indeed. Kai's elbow is 8 against 2 of May. Well, let's see if he can try to do something. Throw more seafood at him. I don't know. More beach balls. Try to get the distance.
Beach balls could work, but at the same time, right, those projectiles from Kai are ever so scary as well with the buffs that you were talking about, so I don't know if it'd be enough. You still just have to try to open up, and obviously I'm not an expert in there, I don't know exactly how you do that, but I think catching when he's doing all this jumping he's opting for, and going for those unsafe fireballs is a big way. Yes,
it is, but at the end, it may be they may be unsafe, but if you can punish them, doesn't matter. You are still good, and we are having it. Think it here. Snail on game point against Carlos.
Indeed, Snail Tiger manages to just about keep himself safe from that pressure that was about to come out there from the May, but Carlos now getting that big old run up, but still gets caught by the 6P. You know, I'm starting to believe Carlos's name more and more.
Yes, it is. This time is going to be true. Once again, that people's elbow. Once again, very much indeed, people's elbow is going to be the one that's going to be carrying Snail through this round. And I do mean it carry, because it has been counter hit, through counter hit, through counter hit. Almost each time it was thrown, it was a full counter hit, and at the end, there it is. Couple of hits low, into the stand dipper. Snail seals it up 3-1.
Yeah, what more could you ask for there from Snail Tiger? Fantastic performance to take down the May of Carlos. And, I mean, honestly, off the back of good understanding of the matchup, shutting down those aerial and those kind of Hail Mary approaches, and from there, really is checkmating their opponent.
Yes. Now we are going to be seeing, if I am not mistaken, we're more than probably going to be giving Snail some time to breathe. I hope, if not, we are kind of shadows. At least we're going to be seeing Zato Ban versus MZA, Zato versus Zeno. You all know those guys. Very good both. Going to be fun to watch.
I'm excited to see some more Zatovan again. It's been a while since I caught him. But up against MZA, I mean, that's an absolute treat. You know, we've been seeing quite a lot of doubles of characters. Obviously, you know, double Zato, but double Kai, double Gold Lewis, now double of... Oh my god. How much Eno, that's the name I was looking for. I was completely blanking there, buddy.
Only 3 letters and you are blank?
I remember MZA, if that helps.
Well, now let's see what they can do to refresh your memory. MCA rocking the pink, Zato rocking the blue. MCA trying to go in the first. Ooh, gets a big counter hit, setting Zato onto the corner. And ooh, the frog!
Get out! That's a surprise, but with that YRC as well, MZ8 sent Eddie to the Shadow Realm yet again.
Yes, once again onto the Shadow Realm. Now he is back, tries to go for a pose, and then there's the boost to send him back onto the Shadow Realm. Oh, beautiful catch on the throw attempt by MCA. Now Zato putting that in through her paces, not going to be the one with the super, doesn't have the meter. That 6H is going to be the one that does it. Now, couple of pokes with 5P, Beautifully done with that fast RC.
Yeah. Burst still available as well from Zatovan here, so it's not just that pressure which he can keep up, but he can keep up that defense if things go too far wrong, and he's certainly going to need that as MZA ever gets his way.
Oh, that reflect, throwing that note back to him. Then clash with that 6P. I can't see anymore. Okay. Zato putting on the pressure once again. The drills. Oh, 5H. It's over at the end. MJ gets the throw.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity. Now Zatovan really is in that corner, still has access to that burst. But gets caught by the command grab. That's tragic to see. There's going to be a lot of damage. I don't think he's quite going to... Oh, no, he does!
Yeah.
You know, I forget how much damage that thing does.
It does a shit ton of damage because no one sees it happen.
It's like a Souls one as well.
Yeah, the heavy mode sanitary. You've never seen anyone doing it because it is really easy to punish. Just jump. Not in that case. I don't know. Yes, you're seeing it. MJ putting on the punish, but now Zato sending him onto the corner. Once again, there it is, the drills. Yeah, one command grab just enough to refresh Eddie, and there we have it. Drilling and going up. This is an unblockable setup. Well, mostly because you can block an overhead and a low at the same time. More than enough. Zato gets the first game.
Yeah, really well played by him again, setting up that offense well. Always managing to get that push towards corner, and MZA, sure, he got something going for a while, but not enough to just keep it up. It's tragic to see.
Very much tragic, but we are seeing now the potential of Zato. We all know him. One hit and you are on that corner blocking for eternity, especially now with the changes to the RC. Less expensive and easier to replenish, means a happy Zato. Well, and the same for a lot of characters. Who are we going to try to fool here?
Oh, a lot of pressure coming through here. This is what MZA really wanted to get. Does not get that grab this time, but it's going to give Zatovan the opening he oh so desires. Well, he's actually going to set up for it, but gets caught as he's trying to press. But still available, but gets caught regardless. And does have to use it.
Yes, now tries to set up the oppose, one drill. That 5H that has been buffed. RCs, 5P, once again sends up the oppose, reflex, 6H, and there it is, gets the command grab. Just enough to replenish Eddie. Tries to win again. Frog, Pierce, Frog, and there it is with that 5H. Gets it.
It feels like a children's book with the frog, with the Eddie, and everything else coming on out together just to ruin MZA's day. That damage again forces towards wall, does burst, but it's baited by Zatovan there. Does drop the pressure, but still in the corner, not where MZA wants to be.
Yes, beautifully done with that breaking the law. And there it is. Once again the frog onto the corner, tries to punish him, and there it is, 6H, finish it off.
Yeah, really well. Way Zatman's just kind of keeping up that pressure, and MZA is a strong player, and I think swapping over to Testament here is an interesting one, right? Because you want to have those kind of long range tools to deal with it, whereas I mean, she's got long range tools, but we've seen Zatovan really knows how to deal with them. For example, with that reflect.
Yes, but in that case it's different because at the very moment that you can manage to set up that succubus, you are on point. There we have it. You missed the projectile. No, you haven't missed. You have set up a teleport, which is good. In your case, you can get out, but still, there we have it. Zatovan putting on the pressure. MJ gets a couple of hits, but no, not enough time to teleport out.
Oh, gets the hit though. That's big. And MZA finally manages to make their way out of that one, goes for the cross-up, goes for the damage, and now Zatavan is the one in the corner, and under all that pressure, get hit from above and has to burst.
Yes, he was on the stain state, meaning that... But, next hit was an almost confirmed combo. But, sorry about that.
That's fine. I mean, hey, that overhead didn't work this time on Zatavan. He's now a little bit more prepped for it. Love the amount of backdash MZA is doing until you start looking at that tension bar, which is now completely empty. No YRC, no way to deal with that kind of pressure. And Zatavan, even with MZA zoning well, playing well with the damage, because of that tension advantage, manages to get a good round in there.
Yes, but now MJ backing off a little bit, trying to keep the distance, but no, Zato going in hard. This Pierce, that's worth the boost. Sets up one Succubus, teleports there, puts Zato into a corner, but that's not enough. Zato gets out of there and is pressuring MJ. There it is, Sword to reset Eddie, and there we have it. MJ on the corner, core, that's going to be the command hit. Eddie is back again. And we've seen that movie several times. We all know how it ends.
We don't need it. It's going to be the break through the wall. It's going to be the kill. As Zatavan again just running train on MZA here. 3-0. Pretty impressive performance, honestly.
Yes, very much impressive. That Testament swap was interesting, was a good idea, trying to keep up the distance, but it wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. That's Zato. It's dangerous, man.
It's an interesting one to be sure. And I'm really interested, again, in the matchup that we're going to have coming on Invalid Value versus Snail Tiger. Potentially sticking on that Naga, maybe moving over to the Gold Lewis. We'll see what happens there, but Snail Tiger likely sitting on that Kai, which we saw work oh so well in that previous matchup, right?
Yes, it was. It was everything. It managed to shut down that Mei perfectly. Do not let him do anything. Block all the movements. Make Mei stay on the ground, which is important, because let's face it, if Mei is allowed to roam however she wants on the air, you are mostly losing, because too much mobility, can drop off from anywhere and spell your Doomsday. At least this time you're going to try to keep her in check. Now let's see, he's going to be doing the same right now.
I mean, if we're talking about like air mobility, neither of these characters have too much, but lots of ways to kind of shut it down. That 2H obviously on Nagoriyuki, very strong. I mean, you can kind of do those catapults on both Nagoriyuki and the Gold Lewis, which could be interesting, but I doubt we'll see too much of that one. I think likely going to play a little more sensibly into the Kai, right?
Yeah, more likely to keep up the wood neutral, keep up the ground base. I don't expect anyone to try to really go into the air. Maybe Kai at one moment tries to go for that new combo routes, but they got to the ground. Better for both players.
Yeah, we have finally got both players in the lobby. Should be hopping on in just a second. Looks like he's sticking with the Nago to kick things off, and I don't blame him. Nago, a very strong character, obviously, and able to clash those swords with the Kai.
Yes. Okay, let's see if this time it's going to be...
Mankind knew that.
Well, let's face it, I don't know how it's going to go. Let's just see it. We'll try to entertain you meanwhile. Now, Snail tries to go for the first attack, but gets 6 feet out of there. Now, Balik gets the aggression, gets a couple of good hits, RCs forward, couple of good hits again. There is the command grab, but Snail gets one grab out of there.
Indeed, Snail Tiger taking a lot of damage here, and that pressure coming towards him has to keep it up, but the punch almost converts into something more there, but unfortunately a drop by Invalid Value, but it doesn't really matter if you find a damage like that and chip like that. The dust barely doesn't clip, and look at that blood, look at the blood.
Doesn't matter. That was the two S, clean sweep. Now, Let's see. Oh, beautiful Beyblade by Snail, but that burst managed to put. Well, we are undoing the burst. Counter hit on those DPs. Snail sets up that big firewall. But Invalid sniffs it 5-piece out of there. Puts him in the corner. And again, Snail counter again with that stun dipper.
Oh! Extend that with the RC, but it didn't work. However, that is a great cancel and puts him in the corner now. Tries to go for the command grab, but gets grabbed himself, and with such low HP, this could end very badly on other side. But as he tries to press, invalid value is denied.
Yes, at the end gets denied. Beautiful interaction between both players at the moment. It seemed like everyone had the chance to kill the other playing at least swap 5 times there. Oh, and now Snail gets the burst baited and Invalid deals up the damage. RC's a missed throw, and there we have it. A shit ton of blood meter to burn, and a guy that is soft enough to get decapitated. Invalid getting the first game.
Yeah, invalid value again showing just how much pressure he can really provide. And I mean, we saw him get sometimes a little bit denied in the matchup versus Gold Lewis, but that's because you have to be oh so careful. As we said before, one slip up can cost you your life. Whereas against Kai, I mean, he's better at getting you to make those mistakes, but he doesn't get quite the same reward.
No, Kai does good damage, that is true, but Gold Lewis deals even best damage. Yeah, Gold Lewis is one of the best damage dealers on the game, if he can get that damage. Kai is more consistent, but not that much, so that's why we are seeing him playing a little bit more aggressive, more open. Yeah, he can take more interactions. Now, it is. Feels the command grab, that's the burst from him. Don't like it at the moment. 5p, 6p, oh, and now he gets it. No more blood bar.
Ooh, there's a big opening, and well, he's going bye-bye. Big mistake from Snail Tiger there, but obviously it's easily done. I mean, how do you really deal with that kind of pressure from Nagoriyuki when he gets so far up and you like he's doing right now? The burst does come out and Snail Tiger responds aptly. That blood bar is going up, but as I said before, I keep on highlighting that every single time it seems to not matter. It seems like Invalid Value can find a way around that limiting factor.
Well, and there is a moment that he is not able to do that much because that fireball spam was straight of a Street Fighter game. That was.
Is indeed. It allows a little bit of extra pressure as well. Goes straight to that right. The lightning takes it through the wall, but Snail Tiger still can't convert it. And hitting that 5D leads to that wall splat, but not quite the kill. He tries to see where the blood bar goes. To ride the lightning on wake up here. Does not do anything. Has to use red RC, but still catches him. Snail Tiger going the spicy route here as he takes a round off.
Yes, burning that whole bar on that interaction, but at the end, Invalid wasn't blocking low. There is a chance, but now Snail gets something started, sets up the big fireball, that shock state. Now, but at the end, Invalid gets a couple of good hits. Oh, beautiful counter hit on that Beyblade. And there you have it. He's going to break the wall with that super.
It's indeed. Look at that health going oh so quickly. Snail Tiger right now. He's got a little bit of a slither and he is still making it work. There is burst available, but if he finds this, it'll be so fantastic. Uses the Dragon Stall. He really wants to go. Just gets caught by the 5k. Tragic to see.
Very much tragic indeed, but it is too slow. He was blocking it. That fast button was more than he needed. Now, we are both tied 1-2. No, 2-0. Man, I don't know at which world I am living right now, but I don't know we are going to be seeing a change of character. I don't expect it, and we are not going to be seeing it. So we'll be staying with Oh, I can talk.
You can talk. I believe in you. I mean, you've been doing a lot of it, buddy.
Yes, I know, but
No, it's so good. It's so good. We need someone to keep that talking up and, well, keeping up the pressure like we're seeing both of these players doing.
Yeah.
And every time there's an opening, they will not let up on it. Great conversion here. Again, jumping on into that corner and punishing him as he tries to press a button, forcing out that burst.
yes. Now, good job for Snipe. Oh, but gets grabbed out of there, and he has to be careful. That is one interaction for who blocks that charge 5D. That is going to be more than enough. That guy is going to be decapitated.
There it is. Oh my lord, I cannot believe that he just keeps on finding these invalid value. I mean, in spite of Snail Tiger playing a very solid game plan, just keeps on catching him and putting that pressure on, putting the crab right on through there, and with that blood so low, even when things go back to neutral, it's fine for invalid value. He'll just move back on in again.
Yes, he knows where are his good points, and we are seeing that. Snail has burst, yes, there is that burst, but he is at a sliver of life, and Invalid has meter. Snail also does have meter, but the blood meter is high, yes, doesn't matter. If he goes balls, there it is, and there it was. That is that probably that 2-8 into cancel to something. Good, more than enough. He did that job before. He put Kai on a sliver of health. Doesn't matter if you are now very high on blood. He is on a kill point. One hit and he's dead. Doesn't matter if you're going to be popping off that blood. If he's dead, it doesn't matter. Something that I say a lot. Sometimes I see characters that go for some kind of flourish or more optimum. No. If you're going to kill him fast.
Don't
This
mess
is
around.
not- What? No, don't mess around.
Exactly.
This happens so much with some cheap players. I know that it may be optimal to do that strange walk around when he's on the wall. Break the wall with a hard knockdown. You have advantage, positive bonus. Don't try to go for that and oops, I missed and maybe now I'm dead. No, break the wall, get a positive bonus. I know that I am ranting a lot, but this is something that I don't understand. And until someone explains me why that is more advantageous, I will still say break the wall. Don't mess yourself.
I think is the answer here, and or maybe like going for resets or something. But the important thing right now is that we got a big old $5 dono from Volta.
Ooh.
Shout out to them for being absolutely fantastic and helping with Xeno's tour of not tour of America. I was about to say tour trip over to America, making sure that's all good and okay. If you guys are interested, exclamation mark fundraiser in the chat if you want to get involved with that one. Exclamation mark bracket though if you're interested in how the bracket is going, and it's been a good one so far. I mean, we've seen a lot of really strong players already go down at that low bracket. I mean, Snail Tiger just losing to invalid value. It's a pretty brutal loss.
Yes, just a quick recap on the lower bracket. The people that are still alive, we have matches to still be fought or that are on their way. Carlos against Lorgan. That the winner is going to be facing MZA. Not a fun match to have for any one of those. That matchup is not funny. Well, I think may have a better chance. Gold Louis is going to be hating that. On the other side of the lower side bracket, Neko Masters is playing against someone that is very much nostalgic of the Ref 2 version of XR. Winner is going to be facing Secret Sword. That's the lower bracket, but now what is important to us up here on the winner's side, winners finals, Invalid versus Zadovan. Ooh, this is going to be good.
That's going to be very interesting. Really looking forward to that, honestly. But I mean, we've got a lot of killers down in that lower bracket, as we mentioned before. Interested to see who will be facing down MZA between Carlos and Lorgan. I think that's a very, very interesting matchup to play against, in that May as well, in particular. So I'd love to see Carlos potentially take that one and bring that one up as well. But we get to see exactly how that goes on, and it won't be for a little while. We'll still be playing that.
Yes, for now, we're still waiting on. Should be the winner's side finals, but still, we are still thinking about what to do because as we said before, bracket is somewhat clamped up, waiting for some things to happen. For now, seems like you will have to keep listening to us.
This is where we transition into the podcast section of the stream because we don't have any matches ready and our winners finals participants aren't ready. So
Well,
I was trying to think of some kind of funny podcast topic.
yes. Do you have any kind of hobbies apart from doing this?
Apart from doing this, I mean, I commentate a lot of different games. I commentate, I say a lot of different games. Right now, I don't. I just commentate Valorant outside of this. I also paint models and play card games. And also do Jiu-Jitsu. So that's cool.
I also do that things of sometimes painting models and playing too much card games.
Yeah, it's a pretty common one.
Yes,
I'm actually addicted to the cardboard crack.
me too. I am too much addicted to that. I play
What game do you play, Lapsus?
what?
What game do
Magic.
you play? Oh, good. Thank God. I wouldn't want to be sharing a stream with a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
No, thank you. I tried other games. I tried Dragon Ball Super and Digimon. And do you want my opinion?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck Bandai.
Fair enough. I have no opinion really. I've never really.
I do have mine. I played those games for a while, and the systems are okay. Well, they broke Dragon Ball. They broke it in half. But Digimon is kind of okay right now. Or as far as I remember, resource systems for Digimon is interesting. Both share a meter, and if you go past 0, it's your opponent's turn, which is interesting. But for Dragon Ball, they break everything. You could play all the time on your opponent's turn.
I mean, I think it's fine to play stuff on your opponent's side. I'm a big fan of instant speed interaction. I like my games with interaction, and that's why I think, obviously, Guilty Gear, while it doesn't have all the tools to kind of do so, but FD, YRC, Burst are really great in what makes the game fun for me at the very least.
Yeah, but on that case, just imagine that you don't have to. You've played some Flash decks of Magic. You know how it is that. But imagine that for both players and without that many counter spells.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is the problem. The interaction is you go to attack with one creature or your leader, because that is something that happens in Dragon Ball. And then you go, okay, combo time, send a couple of cards, because it is something that happens. And if you combine colors, okay, I am going to spew out my hand. Everything. It's stupid. It is stupid. You go for a quick interaction, okay, I'm going to be poking you, your leader, or one of your cards, okay. From there, I'm going to be setting up my whole deck, my whole board, and next turn I'm going to be punishing you for that. Doesn't make sense, break that much. But now, back on topic, because if not, I'm going to be keep talking about that, and our viewers are going to try to kill me.
I hate it. I'm gonna hate it, man. You know, it's always the way it goes. But hey, they're not gonna hate what we have on the screen for them right now. MZA versus Carlos, May versus Eno, and it's a very interesting matchup. As obviously Eno has fantastic mix-ups, loads of ways to play at great range. But if she's up against the May, sometimes she just gets caught. Okay, uses it to deal with the ball. Probably was looking for a little bit of a hit on block there at the very least, but does not happen. And as a result, Carlos keeps himself safe for now.
Yes, he's safe for now. You see him, but now MJ back again with that makes up the Orca, that reversal super from May, doing that job. Carlos keeping the distance, and trying to control that space, more importantly than not. Big blocks from him, but now MJ gets started, starts the grind, as I like to call it, and gets the first duel.
Yeah, really good conversions there, honestly, from MZA, who would have picked that one up. But Carlos just barely not able to find the kinds of interactions that he wants to get. Gets some good kind of toe touches, you know, there with the 5k, but nothing really else to kind of convert it.
No, not really. Gets a couple of stray hits, but not deep enough to go for a full route. Instead, MZ gets those hits, and now goes for that command grab super. That's going to be the first game for him.
Yeah, that was super duper quick. Again, MZA showing just what he's able to do. I mean, I'm just impressed by how much we're seeing MZA use that alternate super. But hey, if you can make it work, you can make it work, right?
Yeah, it is. If you manage to do your job and kill your opponent, you are doing your job.
Don't need that.
And on the Twitch side, someone's quoting "Insta-kills doesn't exist in Strife." Well, we've seen one. That was very much an insta-kill, even though it was kinda justified, but now Carlos putting on that pressure, sending some of the dolphins. Oh, but that is a 3K that's so much low profiling everything that gets thrown at him. Gets that air throw, puts MJM to the corner, one dolphin, two dolphins. Tries to keep on him on the corner, gets one hit, bounces once again, more hit.
Man, that was so much damage, and I mean that just shows again what make him pump on out, what Carlos is able to do if he gets that conversion. That's the big question on my mind right now, because MZA really is dictating a lot of the neutral.
Yes, it is. We've seen it. Carlos has to exploit that one hit, but if not, it is like that MJ putting on that grinder that I do like to call that sequence of move that you can escape easily, and there it is to Chemical's love once again. Oh, and the Orca reversal.
Oh, managed to catch him with it. MZA is hurting right now. Gets caught as well on the cross up. Is gonna die. Oh no, but
Oh, that
still
was
goes down.
bad boost from MCA, and Carlos gets the second game. It's not going to be a clean sweep at least.
No, it isn't. And I mean, it was as quick as it took for the first game. It was quick right back.
Yes, it is. Both characters known for doing a lot of damage when needed. Well, Mei is known for doing lots of damage, and Nino is known for being annoying as fuck.
That is one way of putting it, my friend.
I do believe it is the way to put it. Now, let's see.
Trying to get that one in. MZA whiff punishes Carlos again. Some of this kind of distancing and range finding for Carlos just isn't quite working out like he wants to. MZA starts to put that annoying pressure, as you kind of coined it, to what good use here. Going for the overhead, but the dash back won't get the punish though as a result, but that is a bar of meter completely wasted by MZA, and now the pressure with them against the wall. Things look ever so difficult, but blocks the mix-up, and now it's their turn.
Yes, beautifully done by MJ, blocking all the interaction by Carlos. Now, going back again into that kind of neutral, and now Carlos tries to go for a couple of anchors, not that much. Maybe showing a little of respect, but now MJ gets that knockdown, sends up the note, back again onto the grinder, but not enough. No one is getting those clean hits that they need to win.
I mean, look, Carlos really had a chance there with that overhead. Could have converted off of it with the red RC, but did not expect it to be coming on through. I mean, MZA's defense has been very, very solid here, and it's normally him who gets that open up because he's the one who lasts the longest.
Yes. Now MJ get the first duel. At least, but now Carlos putting on a show, sending MJ back to half health, and now he's going to be sending him into no health in a moment. Breaks the wall, MJ is a one hit. And there it is.
Yeah, just needs that one. 2-1 now for MZA. Sorry, 1-1 in this for MZA right now. Trying to push it over to 1-1. Has that burst available, but so does Carlos now. That pressure is massively in your favor. The burst has to come up from Carlos here. How much space can he regain?
Not that much. MJ is back again doing his job. Oh, and there we have it. Chemical Love straight into that super. It's going to be 5D.
Coolinos, don't look at explosions. That 5D animation is sick as hell, and I always love seeing it come out from these guys, because obviously you've got access to so many different overheads. Sometimes the universal overhead, they never see it coming.
No, it is it may be the most common against all the characters, and it is the one that people eat the most, but because it is the most common. because if you are blocking there, you are on that moment, you are not thinking about an overhead at that moment. You are not thinking about that. You see the animation, but you don't move that stick. You still block low. And that happens. Now, MJ gets good counter hit on that JS. Tries to set up an up, but goes high. This time tries to go low. Gets it. Strokes. Once again, putting on that grinder. That's super.
It feels like, honestly, it's just Colors not understanding a lot of this pressure on block and misspacing in some of the kind of neutral situations where MZA can just jump on in. And I mean, both of these characters have surprising amount of range. One because obviously Yannick, and the other because she can dash and move in the way that she does. And MZA's movement has been on point today.
Yes, it is. Now showing us that grinder, I like to call it. I know it's not coined like that, but I do like it because it is the same movement all the time and is chipping away Carlos' life bar. Now gets a gold bar, that is 2 bars of to do almost anything that he wants to do. Tries to set up, but since he blocks that 5D, it's not going to be good for him. We've seen it once again. That grinder gets the throw, not enough to kill, but there it is. The OTG MCA. 3-2 wants it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed with the way MZA is playing that neutral right now, and when his conversions are as clean as they are, Colors really unable to put a dent in him, at least at the current moment. Maybe we'll see another chance of that one next week, but MZA knocks him out of the tournament and continues on himself.
Yes, and MZA is going to be waiting the winner of Snail Tiger or Secret Sword. We're going to be seeing who goes, and that's going to be a Kai mirror if we have it right now. It's going to be the Kai mirror of Snail versus Secret. Oof, that's going to be, but no, we are going on to our winners finals. Value versus Zato. The good thing. Our winners finals. That's going to be that Zato, obviously, against that Nago. Interesting things. Very much.
You know, I'm really looking forward to the ground-based footsies that Guilty Gear series is known for with this time. That's what I'm really looking forward to, you know. Scum Depper, all that malarkey, and a lot of other stuff coming on in, but the Noguri Yuki locked on in. Interesting.
Yep.
Oh, that's why, because it's out of sorry, I was still thinking about the Snail Tiger as a Sacred Sword.
No.
I got my ankle.
You have to check more the tournament on stream channel to keep up. Now let's see. Invalid goes ham at the first time, and it's to get a Beyblade, gets a stomp. Ooh, went for the decapitation, but Zato forced to burst. There is an invite to hell, not that much. Trying to keep up the distance. Invalid, very high on blood. Not able to do almost anything. He's always walking. Well, there is only one thing he can do is try to kill Eddie, but no. 5H straight into the invite. Oh, that throw at them are seed by Invalid.
Yeah, so well done, honestly. But Zatavan still got that minor advantage, but that slash is good, and now the pressure. The attacking pressure from the Nagoriyuki is kind of mitigated by that blood bar being quite as high as it is. Use that Fukyo forward. Just wants to keep that chip going. Needs that a couple of hits to do it. But gets caught. Is taken towards the corner. Has access to that burst. Can certainly use it. But needs that opening. Tries to bait it to Zaravan. But we just not seeing Invalid Value use it. However, those punches will do it. The YRC. Will he get it? Gets the 2K in and just barely steals it away from Zaravan.
Yes, it's sad because Zetovan got caught in that negative penalty because he was going too much back.
I don't blame him, right? We saw what Nagoriyuki was kind of doing, constantly applying that pressure, but the opening finally comes here, and now Zatavan is on that back position. I mean, honestly, impressive thing for me about Zatavan so far has been his air movement to keep out those slash ranges, especially 2S.
Oh, that
It's
is bad.
a big mistake here. This is going to be a lot of damage coming on through. There's the red RC. Access to the burst. Could burst it here, but doesn't choose to do anything with it. Just knows he's going to live. And this is invalid value. He's so confident here. Uses the burst there, but that might have been a mistake too as the pressure continues from Zatavan here as he's got so much Eddie, but he gets caught!
Yes. I don't know. Yes, maybe he should have reserved it, but doesn't matter. There it is. Managed to get the first game of this winners finals. Invalid 1-0 against Zato. And let's face it, if that Nago managed to catch that Zato is going to explode like a balloon, a helium one. Those that explode hard.
I'm still surprised he didn't die off of that command grab there. I really thought.
No, he was too high. He was too high on life, and
Yeah.
yes, Zato has good options from there with that RC, but not enough damage. Especially if you take into account the scaling. First of all, the animation is not that long. Second, at scaling, not enough damage. You will have still alive. And now Zato putting on show that pressure is going to be sending Invalid onto the next screen.
Yeah, we'll set up, and you can see the invalid value there. Looking for a chance to maybe catch him, but oh my lord, look at that damage. Not dead yet, however. We've seen what Zatavan can do from a light deficit, but unfortunately, when his toes get tapped like that, he's not able to stand.
Yes, just get clipped once or twice and you are mostly dead against that good old friend Nago. We all love him. Well, almost all of we, but now Zato gets a command grab. It's going to be a good chunk of Invalid's life, but not enough. Gets a counter hit, RC's forward. There is the defensive force for Invalid. Ooh, Fukio's in. That means that he wanted to get that hit. Too high on blood, but no, doesn't matter. Gets a counter hit, gets the command grab, back into the corner. Oh, tries to go for another command grab, but R sees that, just to not get caught. Now the pressure doesn't have that much blood, so he can spam anything that he wants, but the one he's going to spam is Zato. He cuts him, and there it is. That 6-8 seals it.
That was so big, by the way. Invalid value whiffs that because he wasn't on the blood level he thought he was. And as a result, Zatavan is just able to completely punish him for whiffing that massive button. So, really great play there from Zatavan in an unfortunate situation from invalid value. But he's just keeping up that pressure regardless of that blood is getting high and the burst is completely baited.
Yes, it is now. Pushing on with Eddie, gets him onto the corner. Oh, Invalid tries to go for that. Oh, that 6p preemptive. Managed to get that counter hit and the side switch. Beautifully done by him. But now Zato gets still a couple more hits. Invalid is high on blood, can't do that much. Zato keeps pushing. Invalid tries to go for that. Invalid tries to go for that 6-8 again, but it's not working. Let's go for a grab, not working either. Stuck on blocking. Zato keeps on doing that. Keeps on going, and there it is at the end. That 2K managed to get the equalizer 1-1 on the series. Woof!
Man, oh man. Zatavan going for some good reset stuff there in kind of corner, keeping that pressure up. And you know what? I mean, I'm just happy with seeing how these guys are playing against each other right now. It's been these minor things that have just been barely getting punished, like Eddie spacing and obviously spacing for invalid value again with his 6-age. It's big, and it's good to see these high-level players really punishing each other for these small little mistakes that otherwise, you know, might have gone unnoticed. Like that there. Not going to be a massive punish, but something at the very least puts him in the corner, but uses those slashes to get out, at least for now.
Yes, now, see, couple of clashes there, not much trouble. Invalid tries to go in, but there is the oppose. Enough to get him out, and Zato gets a counter hit, tries to do a side switch, not enough, but gets enough pressure to do a full corner carry. But, oh, beautiful counter hit by Invalid. Oh, gets the command grab, that's big. Close ledge connects, that's the version from Zato, and well, now side switch again. YRC from Invalid gets blocked. There it is. Frog, Invalid, dash, their kick and they the 5-8 to finish it.
Zatavan starting to take a bit more control now, able to deal with some of the mistakes that Invalid Value was throwing out that before he wasn't able to punish, and now attempting to get that neutral back. He goes for a great conversion and a big carry, but look at that health, look at that blood, it barely doesn't tick on over. So good stuff here for Nagoriyuki, but how long can Invalid Value keep it up? Look at that one there, good couple of slashes I think will stop him from popping, but just for how long?
Long enough. Now it is block and blood starting to regress. Now Zato gets a good hit, starts to go for the pressure, gets another good hit after that burst. Continues that pressure. We are on the corner of the screen. Vale, tries to go a little bit more aggressive. With that big 2H, but now Zato gets a good hit. Gets thrown out of there. We are back into duel 3. Woo! Those games are intense.
Oh my god, look at that damage. He has to burst there. But he still gets caught by the bloody blood-sucking universe. Big mistake here for Zatavan. That's not quite going to kill him, but I mean, you've got a Nagoriyuki twerking on your block. What more can you do with your life at this current moment? That blood is high, but does not pop, importantly. That would have given Zatan a big opportunity here, but his health is still very low. He needs to get in, and it's perfectly fine for the Nagoriyuki player to just sit and chill and play with those buttons because they're so darn big and so darn long-lasting.
Yes, there it is. That big active 5H it is, this one?
Yeah, that's 5H.
Big active deals too much damage. Gets that second game. 2-1. Let's see if Zato can make that equalizer and bring us back again into that silver scrape situation. For now, he has to win 2 more games to be on that winner's side grind finals. We'll have to go to the slugger of the lower bracket. Now.
Indeed, gets some good damage. Zatavan under a lot of pressure, but does manage to just barely deny with a good backdash there, and now he's the one putting Baby in a corner. How will Invalid Value make it out of this one? A good grab. Reverses of fortune.
Yes, there we have it. Oh, beautiful counter hit, and those decapitations. More than enough to kill Zatovan. Invalid on that set point. Man, putting Zatovan on half health with just one interaction. Quarter health, and big counter hit, and this is going to be more than enough. Invalid Value wins this series and is going to go into that grand finals on the winner's side. 3-1. Beautifully done by Invalid.
Damn, I'm consistently impressed with this guy. Getting those great conversions, getting those big old hits in. Really understands how to use his spacing with this character. It's a big part of what makes him him.
Yes, this means that Zatovan is going to be waiting on losers finals to whoever is bold enough to challenge him. Well, but now we still have to sort out our loser quarterfinals games that we had sleeping on before. It's going to be Snail Tiger versus Sacred Sword. That's going to be that good old Kai Mirror. And yeah, good old Kai Mirror. I don't have that much else to say.
It's a good old Chimera. I mean, you're absolutely right. And then, obviously, the winner of that is going to have to face down MZA on that Eno. And I'm really looking forward to that again. I've been loving MZA recently. That movement we saw from him was absolutely fantastic. And I'm down for more of that. And obviously, winner of that will play Zatavan for the chance to face down Invalid Value in those finals.
Yes, it is going to happen. Let's see. We have, that's going to be Snail Tiger, and we're waiting on Seke to be on the lobby to keep us going. So it seems like we are back again into good old podcasting time, because we have to fill some airtime and there is no other way to do it. How sad it is.
I know what we can do. We can complain about the heat.
Yeah, well, it has died down right here, well, because it's 9.
Yeah,
So-
even here though, the thing is the way my room is built. So I'm in a nice little like tower, and the tower is lovely. But the problem is where my bedroom is an entire wall of it is glass. Now that's fine, right? Especially late in the day, it's fine. Like, and I have curtains.
Yeah,
but
but
one side of it is like painted black for some reason. So I wake up in the morning, and that thing is a radiator.
well, good for the.
Not a tower, like like not even a skyscraper, just like a tall building.
Yeah.
I have no better word for it. Apologies, but yeah.
So
Uh,
it is a flat on a five-floor building or something like that.
Yeah, I'm on the 6th floor.
Not bad. I am on the fifth floor, but I am way down south than you. So
I mean, yeah, but that means it should be hotter. I'm just a baby. I've never dealt with sun in my life, so
yeah, that's because you are British or something like that, right?
I am. Yeah, I am. I'm just saying British, you know. I mean, right now we're seeing a lot of good Kai play, which we kind of didn't remark on, as Sacred Sword in very aggressive up in his face. But Snail Tiger finds his opening, and a double grab will pretty much bring things back to even one exchange could. Yep, there it is.
There it is. Both guys have broken the wall. No one has burst. Secret has full bar of meter. Snail doesn't have anything, but and there we have it.
Who would have expected to ride the lightning in a Chimera match? Not me, that's for sure. As Sacred does get caught though, as he tries to give too much block pressure, and really well converted by Snail Tiger there.
Yes, Snail managed to get the fifth one, and now run start. Fundraising, because why not? Both players, for some reason, Snail went ahead because netcode or something. Now, can we manage to get them to change colors? They are too much alike.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's actually my fault. On stream they're red.
Okay.
Basically the white hair is Snail Tiger. That's the one you got to remember right now. Right now he's putting some pain into Sacred Sword. Again in that corner, and it just feels like the strike throw from Snail Tiger is so darn good.
Yes, it is. He wouldn't be on the position that he is if it wasn't for that. Beautiful strike throw, punishing that slight moment that Sacred Sword is leaving open, getting all the time those good hits. Now, hey, no one's going to change character. That's going to be
But funnily enough,
yeah.
I don't think it's a character issue. I'm going to be real with you.
Yes, it is not. Let's see. Now, going a little bit more post, letting the distance go, and now Arsnale once again. We've seen that strike throw gameplay. Oh, there it is. Burst from Sacred. But Snail gets a big counter hit, and we're going to be riding the lightning. And also breaking the wall. For some reason, that super deals that much damage to the wall.
Yeah, it's crazy to see. Good conversion there with the red RC. And again, it feels like Snail Tiger has those conversions down there so well and just seems to be winning out on the neutral more in general. And again, that's because his spacing and his patience is absolutely fantastic.
Yes, now we are seeing DP to get Sacred out of there. Couple of fireballs thrown its way, but now direct lat for now DP from Sacred, because if you can DP, I also can DP. Stand deeper from one, not enough. Or starting that stand deeper. That's the burst from Snail. Snail gets that big fireball and contact hit on the air, not enough. Come deeper, gets one hit, goes in the air, sets up another big fireball. It's another DP.
Fireball pressure keeps it going. Sacred looking for an opening here, still has access to burst as the pressure starts to come onto him. There's the DP, there's a lot of damage. The burst is blocked there, and that's actually going to be conversion again, and it feels like every straight hit in Snail Tiger's hands turns to gold.
Yes, it is. Snail managing to inch away with every single interaction. There is nothing that almost... Sacred is playing well, but Snail's playing even better, punishing paces that should not be able to be punished. Going for that raw frame data, saying that if I can get that throw, that hit in, I am going to be getting that hit. Good job from him. Now let's see if it's possible to from Secret to go from that reverse sweep. It's not looking like it's going to be able to happen, but let's see. You always have to be having faith and hope. Well, I have lots of hope. And also the pressure.
Oh, the backdash here still gets caught by Snail Tiger.
Yes. He was going for that full combo that deals that much lot of damage, but now Snail sets up once again with that big fireball, gets the stun deeper, and sees that one. Not enough meters to go for Rider Lightning, but doesn't matter. Secret is in a one hit, and there it is, the throw from him.
Oh man, these tech throw setups and all the pressure he's getting and the conversions with the RC, Snail Tiger understanding how to just take his opponent out, playing very, very clean here, getting hit a couple of times, but nothing that leads to big conversions. That's the big important part. Or we're not seeing Sacred have the meter to convert off of those in a lot of these situations, because it feels like Snail Tiger's dominating a lot of neutral. As I say that, we start to the opposite, but he jumps on into the corner, and that's not where you wanted to be, Sacred.
No, it is. Seems like that you have been digging your own grave, putting yourself down in corner. You do have burst, I have to admit it, but doesn't matter. But now, Secret says, yeah, maybe I was in too deep. There it is. Gets out of there, breaks the wall with that DB.
Gets that opening, Snail Tiger putting a decent amount of pressure on, but was pressing a few too many buttons, and Sacred went, okay, you can't get away with quite that.
No, it was too many. Now, Snail trying to keep up. Okay, that is his burst. Oh, but gets a good hit on the corner. That's the burst from Sacred. It was forced. Side switches from that Fundraising. But there it is, DP once again.
I can't believe that DP came through out in that situation, but really well played by Snail Tiger to read it out and get so much damage off the back of it as well. Sacred Sword needs to win a couple of interactions here to pick this up. PRC could give an opportunity, but the blocking is there. Snail Tiger, so patient.
Yes, keeping the distance. Well, tries to go for a stun deeper. RC's at the end says, I am the big one. I do know how it works. Good counter hit there, and there it is. The clean 3-0 from Snail.
Yeah,
Eliminating Secret. Yes, sadly we have Secret eliminated from the bracket, but now we know who is going to be our losers finals. Going to be MZA, well, losers semi-finals. Sorry about that. MZA against Snail Tiger. That Ino versus Sky once again. I can't remember if they played. I don't think so, but going to be a good match.
Yeah, it sure as hell is. And anyway, the big thing I really like about this matchup between these two players is that both really have good movement and good positioning on the screen. MZA in particular, I think, is a little bit of a step above. Snail Tiger more focusing on the fundamentals and good conversions, but MZA's movement, I think, is going to be really interesting seeing how it plays into Kai. There's a lot of ways to cover some rather large positions on this side.
Pretty much. Now let's see how this game is going to be going. Okay, we are on our way. Ino versus Sky. Nothing that.
Yeah. Nothing really, I think, that we need to explicitly highlight here. Other than, I think 6P here is fantastic yet again, like it is versus May. But I think purely because it just deals with any of that aerial pressure that MZA wants to be throwing out. And I think that's a real struggle for Ino because Kai's in particular is oh so good.
Yes, it is. But now we've seen the people's elbows at work. Now see the effect. Snail on the putting Jay in the corner, and that was a burst from him. Now.
Indeed, it's going to look a little bit more good conversion here, and MZA taking all the health. The Snail Tiger gets a really good opportunity there and takes the lead early on here.
Yes, he is taking the lead. Gets a good hit from well, seems like we're going to be starting on the grind. Tries to go for that DP, doesn't work, goes wide. MJ starting, putting Kai on the corner. sends one note. Oh, blocks the super. Good reaction from him. Trying.
On that one, good burst there to keep Snail Tiger from getting out of that corner. There's a good conversion again, getting that overhead, putting him into the air and popping him up.
Yes. Now we are going to be seeing MJ starting on the grind, putting Snail into the corner. Snail trying to get out, and he does. Setting up that beautiful chain. Sends one fireball, goes wide. Now MJ again. Oh, gets a good counter. Yeah, had to be burst. No more choice there. Now Snail puts NJ onto the corner, tries to jump out of there, but no, gets counter hit. Scam deeper on there, and there it is, the throw. Tries to go for the OTG, but no, gets another throw.
Yeah, honestly, again, Snail Tiger just playing so well around the strike throw in corner that people just do not see what's coming. Then again, at the same time, you're thinking take the throw, make sure you don't take too much damage, but Snail Tiger just goes again, again, and again, and he iterates through these options very well in a way that actually I think MZA does too, especially those high-low, low-high mix-ups, everything we're seeing him pump out with that depressive scale too. Like, there's so much to be thinking about.
Yes, it is. But now we are back on game. MJ gets counter hit. A big goal burst from him. That should give him enough meter to try to do something, but no, gets hit again to the corner. Tries on, and then we're starting on the grinder. One super to try to break that defense. MJ doesn't have enough meter to go for nothing. There it is. Half bar, tries to keep on, goes for that. Okay.
Ooh, catches MZA!
Yeah, that's
I
fun.
wasn't expecting more buttons, and Snail Tiger always seems to push that a little bit more than people expect and wait that a little bit longer to give himself that good defense. Another good conversion here. He's leading the control again.
Yes, but now she tries to. Well, Scream went out. Okay, MJ putting Snail onto the bases. It's going to be breaking the wall with a 5 deep. Positive ball for him. There it is, the half bar. Gets one hit. Oh, but big DP from Snail. No, it's not going to be enough, and there it is, that super. Get the knee.
Yep, good conversion there, but now obviously Snail Tiger with that burst advantage, and I think it's really who gets that first opportunity to get that hit in, and there's Snail Tiger as he's going to push you back towards the wall, and this is where the fun begins.
Yes, it is, but now MJ managed to get out with that headbutt. Going very high, but Snail but MJ catches Snail with that beautiful throw and puts him back onto the corner. Where are we going to be seeing another exploratory DP? No. Gets up from the other way, but that is burst. The goal was from MJ. That is the burst from Snail. MJ still has half a bar of super. Oh, big JS from him. There is the DP. Gets blocked. Tries to RC it, but no pain. Ooh, big interaction there. Gets out. Couple of hits. Fireball. Big fireball from Snail. Oh, Fundriar connects. Fireball again. MJ very low on life. Stay careful. MJ goes against. Oh, and there it is. Another one. Once again. That throw.
He just always seems to find the most inopportune moments for his opponents. Snail Tiger 2-0 up right now. MZA, who's shown us some fantastic class, but can he bring up enough to take down Snail Tiger here after what has been some tragic rounds, honestly? Because it feels like sometimes Snail Tiger just kind of goes, okay, and now I'm going to give you a 50-50 12 times, and every single time MZA just doesn't quite get it right.
No, there is always something missing on that moment. He's playing really well, but there is always that point that Snail managed to get that shimmer of possibility, realizes it, and punish him dearly. And we see it right here. It was full screen, one full rearc, and we are breaking the wall. Snail having that positive bonus.
Yeah, Snail still very high on that life bar. So happy to just play and wait and set up so much. The red RC into the kill. And again, he just gets great conversions off of so much.
Yes. Every small mistake that MJ makes, like not being that properly being positioned by probably more single pixel or two, punished barely by Snail, but now MJ gets big hits, puts Snail onto a sliver of, well, sliver no, on a quarter of health, but now it's lower, tries to go for the super, misses it, RC's out, that is the positive bonus, there is no more. Oh, but gets a big counter hit on that, there, oh, big punish on that DB.
Oh, great hit coming on in there again from MZA. I mean, despite the fact that it's 2-0 right now, MZA has picked up rounds in Vo. That's something you've got to keep in mind. MZA is not giving up without a fight, and that burst signifies it.
Yes, he got towards there, was caught throwing an empty throw, not good, but oh, Snail gets a big counter hit and we're going to be right in the lining. It is going to kill. It is going to kill. We're going to Snail Tiger wins this one 3-0. Clean sweep. It's going to be. It was a rematch? No, it wasn't. But we're going to be seeing Zatovan versus Snail. Losers finals. Winners goes on to face Invalid onto the grand finals.
And Snail is on fire right now. So impressed with what he's been able to put up, and I think it'd be interesting to see how he plays into Zatovan, obviously, because I think it's a very different matchup in terms of the way you play neutral to a lot of the matchups he's had so far. It'll be interesting to see how he deals with Eddie in particular.
It's going to be a healthy dose of stand dippers and fireballs.
Wow. You know what? I think you just might be right.
Oh wow! Haven't we solved all of Kai neutral? The irony. The sarcasm.
But hey, I mean, Snail Tiger's been putting it to fantastic application. The question is,
Yes.
now, can he use it to take down Zatovan? Strong player here. Big challenge for Snail Tiger to take down to make it to those grand finals. And it's not like an easy match is awaiting him either.
No, it isn't. Dan Nagorioki has been looking strong, but now let's see if Zell can manage to get out from this Zato. For now, it's looked like it's going well. He has Zato stuck on that corner, but gets one throw. RC's that one. Zato still holding on that burst, and he's keeping it, even though he's at too low life. Oh, big punish on those 6Ps, hanging on the air with that dust.
Right now, Zatovan perfectly fine, able to keep that distance, has that burst available, but going around down oh so quickly is not where he wants to be. It's that pressure on, keeps it up, uses the oppose, keeps him in the corner, but Snail Tiger just keeps on blocking. There's the opening, but it's not a big conversion, that's the thing. Eddie just wasn't there.
No, Eddie was dead. Long live Eddie. But now, Zatovan gets another chance to put some pressure. RC's forward. Oh, 6P counter hit. Side switches to try to call him on guard. No, still there. Snail punishing that one. And now, oppose. Sets up Eddie on the other side. Tries to do a cross up. It's not going to be catching him. Snail blocking that one good. Now, this is going to be it. Onto the corner, oh, big counter hit there, invite to hell, but there is no Eddie. No more consistent damage.
Yeah, he's not able to get too much and look at that health, but it's just the jumping heavy that manages to do it there. I thought Snail Tiger was going to bring it back, going to give himself that opportunity, but it doesn't quite land in the way he wants. Gets a little bit of damage on air here as he starts to push towards that corner. That burst is completely denied, and that's going to be a wall spot, wall break, and that's going to be positive now for Snail Tiger.
This is going to be good. Now, once again, that dust keeping him on more time on the air, but now stuck on the corner. He had Eddie this time, managed to put enough pressure, but no, at the end, not enough pressure. Snail tries to get out, gets clipped on with that 6P, back onto the corner. He has burst, maybe he's going to be breaking it. There it is, there's the burst, was forced. Ooh, but there Zato gets a throw. And gets another throw, but there was that frog there. It's going to be kill. Amorphous. That's one kill. Zatovan gets the first one.
Damn, I can't believe he converted that one over. Zatovan keeping it real right now. Not letting Snail Tiger get away with that one at all.
No, he's not letting him do anything that he wants. He wants to move. That's going to cost him dearly. Now, let's see. Okay, let's see if Snail managed to bring up that small crack on the defenses, try to make it bigger, or on the other hand, Zato keep punishing anything that Snail tries to do. Round start, good for Zato, putting Snail onto the corner, forcing out the burst. Oh, big jumping heavy. There is full conversion there.
Indeed. Oh, nice attempt at the overhead, but Snail Tiger doesn't fall for it just yet. No burst available. And that pressure just keeps on mounting. Eddie, not getting dismissed. That's an opening. That's a chance. And Snail Tiger does not let it pass up. Jumps and follows. Gets the air grab. That's such a good conversion. And the burst has to come from Zatovan.
Oh, there is big throw by Snail. RC is that one. Not enough meter to go for a red lining. If not, that will can be killed. But no. Only gets a positive bonus. Oh, gets pricked. Poked. And there we have it. Back into the corner. Both players are very low life. Oh, gets another counter hit, and there it is. That's going to be it. That's going to be it.
He's alive!
Oh no! He's alive on a pixel health.
He's gonna ride the lightning. What else?
Going to be riding the lightning.
Gets towards it. Goes to the play. Oh my god!
Oh!
Snail Tiger keeps himself in that round just barely, and degenerated burst again.
Yes, it is. Snail back again with the burst. And now Zato tries to punish him. He's still on the corner. No Eddie for him. Oh, but it's one fireball. We are back on the other side of the map. Snail putting Zato through the paces, and this time we are going to be riding that lining.
He's barely not dead again. Can Zatovan form the same kind of clutch we saw from Snail Tiger just a second ago? He is Zato. He can completely dominate these rounds. The question is, on such a sliver of health, is it even possible? There it is! Wow, what a projectile there from Snail Tiger to net that round.
It wasn't realistic, too low health, and he had enough meter to still throw that secret edge. Not enough. Not enough. No. They are both one game apiece. Let's see who's going to be taking the first breakthrough. Who's going to be the first to get into that set point. I don't know who to bet if I was to. Both games too close.
They really are. They really are. Snail Tiger right now is currently my favorite to win, but the thing is, right, is Zatovan's been around for so long, doing so darn well, that, like, even in my mind, I just can't shake the idea that taking him down here should be so darn hard and nearly impossible for Snail Tiger. He always seems to pull it out, so I'm looking forward to that here as he starts to do the schmicks, and, well, Snail Tiger under all that pressure.
Yes, both. Oh, big rebound on that fireball, and now we are setting up. Eddie's on, but Snail managed to get a throw where there should be none, and reverses that, gets another throw. Snail with that throw frame data stuck on his brain, knows that, yeah, I can throw you here and here, here, and there it is. Snail gets the first duel. Man, those Snail with those throws.
I can't believe that frog didn't connect, and I think Zao couldn't believe it too. Really thought it was going to clip Snail Tiger, and as a result, Snail Tiger gets an easy round in there, and he's not going to let up that pressure either with a 2 grabs, going for those tick throws so darn well.
Yes. Showing us how it is done, getting those throws all the time, and now Zato had him in the corner, but once again, there's no Eddie. Eddie is spent too quickly. Well, it is his job, but there is no way to keep him around for enough longer. Now, putting him through the paces, gets the command grab. Doesn't have enough meter to RC it doesn't matter. Tries to go back, gets the throw, and that's going to be more than enough.
Zatovan lives and dies by the concept you've got to spend some Eddie to get him deady, so you know what? I respect the hustle. He's really been trying to open up Snail Tiger wherever he don't more can.
Yes. Now, tries to go and back onto the corner. Once again, no Eddie. And now we have Eddie, but oh, it's a DP. Snail trying to gets out of there, gets one hit, enough time to set up that big fireball, gets one throw, once again, keeping the distance, gets poked, there we had Shadow, sets up Eddie.
Yeah, oh, gets caught there, Zatovan. Taking a good bit of damage, but not quite going down just yet. Hit the ground before Snail Tiger wanted, but the overhead does land. The conversion is coming through, and now he's put into Zato hell. Can he escape from this one with the opposed coming, with everything still landing? There's no Eddie here, but the 6p will deny him and give so much time over. He regenerates it, and Eddie's back.
Yes, but oh, beautiful goal was out of that. Try to get out, but now there is the both bars. But
Doesn't drop that.
thought that Snail would have find a way to get out of there, but no, at the end Zato managed to kill him. That 2 RCs were needed to trying to keep him contained. 1 RC was not enough.
What I need. Right now, I'm just honestly blown away by what we've been seeing from these players. Zatovan constantly trying to set up the Jimmy, set the plays, set all the pressure onto Snail Tiger, who, I mean, he holds out. He holds out a long, long time, but Zatovan will eventually make you crack.
Yes. At the end, you can't block forever.
I mean, technically, I guess you can.
No, you can't. You're going to die.
Okay.
Because remember that chip damage is a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Zion can get chipped down the drop there.
So that's
Zatovan right now, really putting that pressure all out on himself. By just making a couple of mistakes that gives Snail Tiger this chance to go again and again and again. And Snail Tiger is not a player who would like to let up here. Wants to try and DP, but Zatovan found that opening, and the damage surely racked up so darn quickly. Eddie's right back on the trail, and it's going to be knocked down. Great Oki, exactly what he wanted to. He's going to be up there to set it up, putting all that pressure on in, looking to invite to hell. Gets the overhead, but it's still blocked by Snail Tiger here.
Snail is blocking almost everything, and there is Stand Deeper there. RC is that one, and he's going to be on the other side, and there it is, that 5D. Snail getting the first duel. But, that is. I'm failing to pronounce it, but it doesn't matter. Snail gets thrown, gets overhead, and Zato is going to be breaking the wall with that 6H.
Doesn't manage to get anything off the fact that there's no Eddie, so that's big here for Zatovan as he can just keep up that pressure wherever he wants, but the grab comes on in. Snail Tiger not putting him towards corner, interestingly here, so this changes up things massively as he just goes for that pressure. Uses the PLC to cancel it, but there's some tension usage of his own. Zatovan keeps it going, but drops, unfortunately.
Yes, but now managed to put Snail onto the corner. No Eddie, but Snail gets a big DP. Going to put Zato back onto the corner. Zato has burst. Good to remember. Oh, big gold burst from Zato. It's going to be more than enough to get. Oh my! That throw from Snail. That's going to be a burst from Snail at one moment or the other. No, still not thrown. Still not. Snail keep on blocking, and at the end, it's not going to be thrown the burst. Oof.
First available for Snail Tiger. He's got that advantage, but Zatovan has never wanted to let that keep him down right now. Tries to go for the can open, but instead it's the backdash, which is caught as he starts to set up a good amount of damage, but does not go for that wall break yet. Happy to just reset, has that Eddie bar, and has that tension advantage.
Yes, he has been 6p, but oh, that direct lad gets a big hit. It's going to set him onto the corner, tries to go there, but no counter hit there. Shock state. Hits that fireball. I don't know what he was doing, but it's going to be breaking the wall. Zatovan on a sliver of health tries to catch him, sets up an oppose, tries to cross it, gets the command grab. Not enough meter to RC that one, so we're going to be back onto neutral, and he's going to be catching him onto there. But oh, big throw by Snail by Zato out of the right aligning. He's going to block the burst. And Zato is going to be killing Snail Tiger. And this is mostly it. Yeah, we're done.
That's it. That's over. And Zatavan is moving on to that grand finals for a rematch versus Invalid Value.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing a rematch again. It was a close-ish game last time. Valley 3-2-1ing Zatoan now.
Shout out to Devil Aim, by the way, for those 10 tier 1 subs.
Oh,
Definitely keeping up with his promise. I mean, Zatavan was delivered, and you delivered too, mate. Thank you very much. Again, to everyone else, if you're interested in helping out with the fundraiser, exclamation mark fundraiser in chat to help Zeno with his trip to Evo. And also, exclamation mark bracket, if you're interested in any of the information there. And don't forget, if you've got that sub, spam your emotes in the chat that you've got right on there.
yes, go help us and help Zeno live on the hot Las Vegas, Nevada. He's going to be needing help. But yeah, if you want to see how this tournament has developed, how your favorites have faced on the different challenges that they have fought, now we are back onto the finish line. We're going to be seeing grand finals. Invalid Value Zato, the rematch of winners finals. Going to be a very big match.
I mean, naturally here, I mean, who do you feel like is going to take it? Because, I mean, we saw some absolutely fantastic stuff from Zatavan in the previous series, but obviously Invalid Value was the one to take it in the end. But, you know, I mean, history does have a way of repeating itself, and I feel like a lot of the other times I've seen this, Zatavan has just managed to deliver.
Yep. But let's see if this time we humankind finally try to learn from our mistakes and get out and not tumble on the same rock twice or thrice sometimes.
Look, I'm just hoping we get the bracket reset at the very least.
Yeah, that's going to be hype enough. That's going to be the way for me, if I am brutally honest.
More games, the better. Don't 3-0. That's all I'm asking for as well.
Yeah. 3-0 is kinda sad on a grand finals.
Well, the problem is that we have so many strong players, right? And when they get on, when they're on fire, right? They're just on fire. It's so hard to stop.
So hard. Almost impossible. But now let's see if we are going. We see on the lobby that there is on top. There's Invalid. He's more than probably on his own world on the training tool. Now, so we will have to wait for him to notice that he is scheduled to play right now.
Yeah, it would be nice if he could help one over. It would be pretty kind of him.
Yep. If not, it's going to be time again for some podcasting and especially ranting against something because
What should we rant about this time? You can choose.
how much magic is expensive as fuck.
It is. It is. I just bought a new EDH deck, building Norin the Wary. But it wasn't cheap.
Good choice.
Thank you. I used to build him before. I had him a long time ago. I got some of my stuff nicked, unfortunately, a while back. So I'm rebuilding him now. I think that'll go.
Those Purphoros, Impact Rebels and everything like that, that would have been a big chunk.
Yeah, it was so.
Sad. In my case, my commanders are mostly finished. I am not thinking of touching any of them. Mostly because I don't wanna. I like to play more. That's the 60 card formats.
Like what?
I have decks on Pauper. I had a standard deck. It probably is rotated. I don't care right now. Shit's dead for me. I have Pioneer. And I have Legacy.
Okay, that's cool. I would be interested in playing Legacy at some point. I've got Pioneer Burn. Is the only 60 card deck format I have right now. But I used to be a modern Affinity player, so that's cool. I really like Affinity. I don't really care for Affinity and Pauper that much, I will say though. It's like kind of okay.
I hate that. I hate all the kind of Affinity variants on Pauper.
Well, that's because you suck. I hate to break it to you, my friend.
No, because it is so homogeneous. that if you are running white, you have to bring a 3 mana card that says like sails to artifacts. You have to. All the cyborgs have to run it right now. I hate it. I hate Pauper right now. Trust me,
Right now, I don't know, but yeah.
trust me when I say that I prefer the moment where Gitaxian Pro was bigger.
Oh,
And Days and Gash. So you have imagined.
which you're allowed to have, but also an opinion which you should be potentially reconsidering. Like, well, maybe Invalid Value should be reconsidering his neutral tactics right now, because he is getting sent to the wall and to the wall again, and then through it again, and that's positive into, well, probably dead in just a second, but never count on Nagoriyuki out. That's one thing I will say.
No, not this duel, even though he has traveled the whole part of this stage. Beautiful one. Now, let's see if he's... Well, it's going to be interesting. Now, this time no. Gets up, the opposite is going to eat that hit, and now 2k to the... Just enough to get that perfect. Now... Zadoan still putting on the pressure. If we have that Nago on a quarter health, because why not? He's showing us that the amount of pressure that Zato can put on anyone is going to be breaking the wall with that sword. Back where we started. It's going to be I think this is shaping up to be 2 perfects on a row, and it is.
Wow. Zatovan was like, don't worry, buddy. I heard you. I got that bracket reset coming on quick.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely here for it. Like, that's so good to see. I'm glad. But at the same time, I wanted to be competitive. So, Invalid Value, you gotta do it right back.
Yes, you have to do it. Valid. Show us why you are the one that reigned on the winner's side. Bracket. Show us. Let's see. First one kick, we are going well, but now those spam of 5p is need the boost, but it was baited. Now Zato's putting once again onto the corner, and now we all know how it rings. Zato's going to be grinding that Nagoriyuki down through the paces, one hit at a time.
Time. I mean, it feels like right now Invalid Value just doesn't know what to do, man. He's under so much pressure, the PRC, but the jabs do come out. That 5p gives him a little bit of space. He's going to be able to convert off of it, but still takes that damage, and as his health gets lower, the opportunities becomes fewer.
Yes, it is. He can't be gambling that much, and had to force the boost from Zato, and there it is, big counter hit, putting him onto the corner, but those 5p's, and then the invite to hell. Zato managed to escape from the skin of his teeth from there, because he was winning the round, but at that last moment was shaping bad. Like now,
He's just dead, buddy. That's the perfect I was asking for. That's what I'm looking for from Invalid Value if he wants to close this out.
Yes. And once again, it seems like we're going to be seeing the same movie of Invalid nuking Zato. For now, we are seeing Zato, seeing Invalid queuing on the corner, and Zato blocking that burst. Amorphous is going to be the choice to break the wall and do the full reset, and it's going to be more than enough. The screen pause, and this counter hit, invite to hell, and it get formally invited to hell.
Formally.
2-0. We are on the verge of the reset.
Yeah. Honestly, I think it's a black tie gig, because this is looking like a funeral right now for Invalid Value. He is going to need to step up quick. He got a perfect in there, but Zaman just took him right back.
Yes, it was. It is very explosive, the matchup. The character that managed to get the first hit is the one that's more than probably going to win, because both characters very explosive. It is the character trait for Nago, explosive at a cost, and Zato has. It is explosive, but can grind more, but still also tied to a resource. But now we are seeing how that big miss on the command grab, not that big, but Invalid gets gets his own command grab, the blood-sucking universe, the bite, that vampire's kiss, the midnight bliss for someone that knows. At the end, DP onto Beyblade.
That was tragic to see, but it's good to see that Invalid Value is keeping himself in it, keeping that pressure up. Zatovan right now, he's on the floor. He's going to be in a second because he is getting dropped hella quick. Pressure on block now, looking for an opening, looking for a chance. Doesn't quite go for the command grab, but his blood's getting low. He's got to go for something soon, otherwise that might become a bit of a problem if he wants to try and keep the pressure. But look at that wrist change, look at that opening, but he doesn't convert off of it. I don't know how that happened.
Me neither, but that is the real problem. That wrist gauge, that is something to be afraid of. And Valid at least puts one on the board, 2-1, still on the verge of getting out to the loser's side, to getting that reset, but still he's still clawing away, trying to get out of there. Let's see if he can do it.
I believe. And Invalid Value bring it to that take us to that 5-game series at the very least. That's what I want to see. But at the same time, like, Zatovan has been showing us some spicy stuff with a lot of aggression, a lot of pressure.
Yes.
He's been willing to just throw out that gold burst, try and get something here. Didn't get much out of it there, but with no Eddie, he continues to just barrel on forward.
Well, now we are seeing Azaton to the corner and a couple of good hits, and Invalid gets the first one. Let's see if he's going to get this one also, and we are going to go to game 5. Now, still play neutral. Ooh, good kill on the Eddie, good Beyblade, it's going to put him onto the corner. Couple of toms. Oh, big Beyblade again. Good decapitation once. Oh, misses the second one because it was too high. It was.
He's got to come down from there as well now. Zatovan with a big comeback needed to try and keep this one going. Use the blue RC to keep that pressure up. Just one hit will send him to hell rather than being the one inviting. Now he looks for that chance, and you can see really sensibly, I think Invalid Value is just kind of sitting there going, okay, if I can just get a one hit in, it's all good. But that health bar is quickly depleting.
Yes, Invalid Value only needs one hit. One small poke is going to be more than enough, and all blocks the YRC. That's going to mean at least a wall break, if not the kill. And it is going to be... No, okay. Back to neutral. And the Discord stream is lagging too much at the end.
I don't know what's happening here, but you're missing out on some early action here. As Invalid Value was trying to get some hits, but the pressure just keeps on coming from Zatovan. Good punches. Keep it going as he dashes back and catches Zatovan for trying to press a button there. There's the command grab. It's looking dicey for Zatovan right now. Invalid Value going for all the cancels he possibly can for all he's worth.
Yes, and now, gets the grab, and there it is.
Yeah.
Invalid seals up his second game. We are going to be seeing almost a reverse sweep to not get thrown into the reset. Good games.
Really good games indeed. I hope that he does, but with the way Invalid Value's playing right now, he's really feeling himself.
Yes, he is. He has found his rhythm. He knows what to do right now, and he's going to execute it.
And he found the opening. Can he take down Zatovan here? The opening
Oh,
of
big
dreams
goal there.
definitely for these Nigoriyuki players. But there's the opposing, there's the chance. Forces outburst from both.
Yes. Remember, Nago is it's very high on blood. Can't do that many things. That's one Fukio. That's going to put him even higher. No, not really. Not enough, but he should be careful there. Oh, gets a big hit. RCs that one and into the command grab. Now Zato gets one poke into one of his full combos. No, drops the second hit of the fish. Oh, big hit on that Fukio. Beyblade, no. Beyblade gets cleat, but not enough. There's too high. Pops the blood, and there is the command grab from Zato. This is going to be enough.
Wow, big mistake there from Invalid Value, but at the same time, how was he going to get to not pop? That's the question. And Zatavan, he plays it well, plays it cool, and goes for these opportunities to try and get that cross up. But for now, Invalid Value holds strong, but a big 2H whiff, that could lead to a lot.
Yes. Now, Invalid is stuck on the corner. There is the exact goal bars for him. But should be careful. Was going for the stone, but gets counter hit. There is no burst left. The only thing good for him is and there is block on the YRC. This is going to break the wall.
2H
There.
wait for the grab.
It's the throw, and there it is at the end. Throw from Zato. We are going to reset.
Hell yeah. The full 5 games into the reset. You know, I was not believing it. Look, I was believing in the reset, at least at the start for Zatavan there. But I thought it was just going to be that clean 3-0. But Invalid Value, he's showing signs of life. That's such a good thing to see going to the second round.
Yeah. Let's see. Bracket has reset. Both players should try to have a breathe. Calm somehow. Breathe out. Relax. And take it once again. But now, it's like it was the idea.
Yeah. For a chance. Burst is there. You can see right now, he gets the opening! Zatavan's led towards the corner. That's an opportunity, and he just keeps on going.
Yes, 5D there, one decapitation that's going to be followed by another, and there it is. First duel of that reset goes to Invalid. Now. But big counter hits from Zato. On there, who's putting Invalid onto the corner, but then it is that 60 from him. Big hits, putting Zato onto his own corner this time. Big cancel on that command grab. At the end, managed to get it. That first game goes to Invalid.
Does indeed. Oh my lord, he's on a bit of a tear right now. I mean, Zatavan managed to put a stop to him in that final game of the previous series, but he comes out swinging. That's exactly what we want to see from our big samurai boy. I mean, when he goes, right?
Yeah, when he goes, there is no way to stop him.
You know, I think Zatavan can still take it though, right? We've seen his pressure, we've seen how much he can kind of overwhelm, but the problem is there's been these openings, right? Because Nagoriyuki, he could just press those buttons and get so much value. This oppose usage has to be very clever from Zato.
Yes, it is. Of course he can take it, but it's difficult when you are almost always losing round start to those big buttons from Nago, but at the end, if you manage to do what he's doing right now, putting that Nago into the corner, not allowing him to breathe, yes, you can do it.
Indeed. Right now, Valabani under a lot of pressure, but he can still find that opening. The problem is his blood. If he gets a command grab here, that's just so good, but gets overheaded. I'm sorry, he's going down.
Big start from Invalid, getting that Beyblade, putting that onto the corner. Managed to get out. Tries to go for a cross-up. Then fakes one. He's putting Zato there. Big kick for him. And Zato doesn't has a boost. He's going back into the corner. And back out. Bro, what is with your internet? I can't see anything.
Back now, I mean, Invalid Value, I mean, he just keeps that pressure going. And unfortunately for Zatavan, he had way too little health, and the trade came through. And that was an opportunity.
Now, Valid keeping the distance, killing Eddie first, that's a priority. But big hit on that flight. Going to put him onto the corner, but then Eddie comes out. He's going to do the same. Big counter hit with that 2H. And that 6H, those decapitations, very big. Now RC's forward, tries to go for a 5D, and there is the kick. Another one for Invalid.
The one, and Zatavan with his back against the wall now. Big mistakes. Can he pull it back? I mean, we saw Invalid Value do the same thing only to lose in the final round of that previous series. But Zatavan right now, unfortunately, getting a little run over. That pressure, the unadulterated aggression from the Nagoriyuki is so hard to deal with. Invalid Value's on a bit of a tear.
Yes. Invalid, no, it is not. We don't have a prize pot by itself. We are all the procedures that will be getting through this Macharino is to contribute to Zeno's efforts on Las Vegas. So sorry, but there is no prize pot for today. We only are here to help Zeno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, it's a good cause, and if you guys are interested, don't forget about exclamation mark fundraiser in the chat, because right now we are getting a hell of a lot for our boy Zeno. Let's see if we can get some more right now. Zatavan is looking for some more pressure, but good blocking, good patience, good play from Invalid Value.
Yes, it is. Now we are seeing Zato putting Invalid onto the corner, not letting him go there, and then this gets the opening. And it's going to be an Amorphous.
Great conversion here from Zatavan. Is this the comeback we were asking for? He keeps up that pressure early, but can he deal with more from Invalid Value right now? It looks like he's oh so happy to do so as he breaks him open and forces that burst, but it's a big old slash combo.
Yes, it is. Now, Valid keeping the distance, opening Zato, he's on the corner. Okay, he tries to open him once again, but still not. 6p from Zato, managed to get out from there. Command grab there, big one. Invalid has some blood to play, but he's been pushed back a lot. Now let's go for that Beyblade. Not. Oh, we first that command grab has to PRC that one. No other choice. Now we are to reset. Oh, gets himself catapulted out of the corner, but this is going to be. But once again by Zato and Daddy. Getting.
Yeah. I'm really impressed with the fact that Zatavan is starting to come back in this one. You know, it's a picture-perfect story. Exactly what I'm asking for. What do you think it was that allowed him to start to push it over there over Invalid Value?
God if I know. Let's face it, there are moments that you can't explain, and this is maybe one of those moments.
I think it's because he's using Eddie to make him Daddy. I think it's a really good line. I'm gonna say that again.
Yes, that is very much a moment, but maybe there has been some download. It's difficult to say because both players surely have played each other to ad nauseam, but it's always interesting, or maybe they are evolving some tech that we don't know because we are too low level for that. But what we do know is that killing Zato is something that Nago can do very well. And there we have it. Zato is at a sliver of health and that big 5H.
Being obliterated as Invalid Value tries to keep up that pressure. Does not want to give Zatavan the momentum for a comeback right now. Looking for it as the oppose. But
big counter hit on the corner.
He's in the corner. This is looking so bad for Zatavan. He's just gone.
He's dead. He's dead.
Gone. And Invalid Value takes it with a perfect to finish things off. Zatavan cannot make the comeback.
No, sadly he can't. At the end, he's got perfected. He's going to be embracing the machine cult of perfection. It has been completed. Sorry, not sorry. Too much magic talk on this side.
Too much music talk, yeah, I know.
But yes, big tournament from Invalid, who clutches up the win. 3-0 in that reset bracket, or 3-1, I can't remember.
It was 3-1.
3-1 at the end, big game. Good job from him.
Yeah, really well played as well, showing the fact that he can just kind of steamroll on through and spacing so well against Zatavan, which can be so difficult.
Yes, it is. Managing to find all the small cracks on that plot armor that Zatavan had and exploit them perfectly.
Yeah.
So with that, I think that we have done everything that we had to do. We have crowned our champion invalid. Sadly said goodbye to our last challenger.
Where can we find you guys?
And yes,
On
Maybe at
Twitter.
Magic Boost.
the promos.
We can find
the
Rook
promo.
we can find Rook at Magic Booth. That much I found out. Where can we find you on social media?
I posted it in the chat at RookGG on Twitter. I have a Twitch. I don't use it very often. It's RO0OC. But yeah, that's mostly it. Not actually at Magic Boots. I haven't been to an actual event in a long time. But yeah, I wish. COVID, unfortunately.
Well. In my case, you can find me at @catlapsus or also on Twitter. I don't have almost anything else because having socials is kinda too much of a chore and I don't like them.
That's
So
all.
I'm just keeping on the only limited and I'm playing Magic too much for my own good. Because down here it's easy to go and play Magic. All the stores are open and it's fun to have a good time. So from myself and all the people that has been doing this tournament, thank you everyone for watching. And with that should be mostly it.
Yeah,
Do we want to rate someone?
Yeah, we're gonna rate Herbs, who is kind of infamous for teabagging Inago and then getting owned by 5H into Super. He's doing a fundraiser so he can go to EVO 2020 and get more legendary clips, so we're gonna send you guys there.
Okay. So, I don't know if you have heard the beautiful voice of Artio,
They can hear
but
me.
we are ready. Oh, well, then, there we have it. So, see ya everyone.
Oh, invalid one. Alright,
Yeah.
see you guys.
Invalid.